Hey y'all, happy Sunday. What's going on? Listen, I know ain't none of us too excited about talking about this show, but we got to get a couple of things out. So don't worry, we going to get into it. Hopefully, the usual suspects are in the building so I can get all of y'all's opinion about what we just saw. Were you bored? Were you entertained? Were you confused? Because I was about a couple things. I'm just glad to see y'all here so we can talk about what went on this show. Because, of course, we got to talk about it. So, listen, y'all hit the like button as you come in. Let me greet everyone. And, meanwhile, how y'all doing? It's so good to see everybody. So good to see everybody. Y'all, please hit that like button as you come in the door. Let me start greeting folks real quick so we can get into this show. Oh, man. Oh, man. My good sis is here. Renee in the house. Sparkle. Hey, Miss Sparkle. What's happening, lady? Delicia Desmuke, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Plum. What's up, Plum? Mega Million. Hey, gorgeous. Your crown dropped. How you been doing? Long time. Hey, Sin City from NOLA. How are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Sanya Fat, as I live and breathe. What's happening, boo? You right? Let's get it popping. Hey, Allie from Miami. What's happening? Hey, Zeline Turner. Good to see you. The beautiful, the stunning Chanel D. Queen. Honey, attention must be paid. Miss Kaiser Sose, how you doing? Happy to be happy. Good to see you. Hey, Lala. What's up, girl? DS, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, cool gamer. I'm glad you made it. How you doing? All right, Cheryl made it. Hey, girl. D. Marie, hey, baby sis. Dora, what's up, Dora? Uh-oh, Chocolate Sunshine in the house. My good sis Marilyn is here. Don't worry, Chocolate Sunshine. We got a few laughs tonight, y'all. We got a few laughs and we going to get into it. Lil Mackie, what's happening, baby? It's been a long time. Say, why did Lisa Wu go off like that on Sanya? She made it seem like her and Sanya had some beef. Child, you know we going to talk about it, but Sanya was being a bit extra and looked like Lisa had a few drinks, just like Kenya. Queen, my sis, love you bunches. Thank you for the super chat. She says, I made it. How are you, sis? I was thinking about you a few days ago. Oh, that's so sweet. Call. So we can just now. Hey, Toffee Mocha, what's up? Egypt now in the building. Oh my gosh, I got all my sisters up in here. Nita H, what's up, girl? All right, you taking care of mama? Tell mama we said hey. Miss Gigi, what's going on? Good to see you, lady. Deborah Randall. Uh-oh, where Deborah? There she go. Listen, now we can have fun. Because see, y'all be sleeping on Deborah. Anytime it's housewives chat, Deborah be having the insight. The stuff I can't figure out, Deborah figured out for me. Okay? Hey, DV. How you doing? There's my Kia Cocoa Pop. How are you? Did you get your notes yesterday? Because I sent them. I hope you got them. I hope you got them. Y'all, ooh, Egypt telling y'all, please hit the like button as you enter the gates before you sit down, before you loosen your bra strap or your wigs, before you open up your container of hot wings. Please hit the like button, okay? Sharon Jenkins, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay? Look. Y'all, let's talk about this mess. Y'all know this was a mess. Y'all know this was a mess. Okay, and before I get too far into the episode, let me just say, God darn it, I found out how to like Kenya. When Kenya is drunk, that heifer is likable. I never knew it was possible to like anything about her at all. But Kenya drunk is likable. I'm trying to tell you, it was the bomb. Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm glad you got him. Man, when Kenya fell on that floor, that was funny. That was absolutely hilarious. And I'm gonna say this, all jokes aside, like I joke on that lady, I joke on a lot of people, but being real, that she's a mom, that lady is working, she's busy. She deserved to let loose and let her hair down, whether it was store bought or grown from the root. Doggone it, it was good to see her actually just pull a stick out of her behind. Baby sister removed that stick, and it was wonderful. God dog it, hats and wigs off to you, Miss Kenya Moore. Okay, I enjoyed her. Lala said, I didn't watch the episode yet, so I'm here for the review to know what to expect. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you, I am. I appreciate you, Egypt. Oh, Deborah Randall, thank you so much for the super sticker, boo. I appreciate the support. I do. That was everything. That's what's up. Man, Nita H. Drunk Kenya was all right. Listen, if she could stay like that all the time, God darn it, she got somebody. I'm never gonna be Team Twirl, but she'll have one more person that likes her. Oh, she was so much better with a little liquor. They say candy's dandy, but liquor's quicker. And I guess it's true. What you say, Egypt, you like Drunk Kenya too? Yes, absolutely. She actually almost seemed like a real Aquarius once she had a few drinks in her. I said, well, all right now. Let me find out she been holding this in the whole time. Go ahead on. She fell on the floor, like pretended to pass out on the floor. It was everything. Everything. She gave it to me. For the first time since she's been on this show, she's been entertaining. She's never entertained me. But doggone it, y'all gonna give her credit tonight. Tonight, we're gonna give Kenya Moore her credit. She saved, in my opinion, Kenya saved this episode. Kenya saved this episode because it was gonna be like a whole, like on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm gonna say Kenya was probably more or less like a, not Kenya, but the show would have been like a 3 without Drunk Kenya. Without Drunk Kenya, this show would have rated like a 3. Anybody that would have gave it over a 3, you being generous. For real. Like it really was slow. It was doing real bad. Like it was doing bad. Chocolate Sunshine, when I say bad, it was doing bad. But oh, let me tell you, Kenya got drunk and made the show. She did. Because other than that, it was just going to be like, okay, here we go again. Here we go again with the bull crap. But it's all right. It's all right. So we got to get into this thing. We got to get into it. Let me get my bell. I got to get my bell, y'all, because it was some lies told tonight. It was some lies told. Yes, it was. Baby, the smoke screens was out. Hold on. Deborah say, yep. The first time you didn't want to throw your remote at Kenya. I'm telling you. Zelene, you got to watch it. You got to watch it because I was sitting there like, is that really Kenya? Is that really Kenya? It was really her. Lord, there go my sister Queen talking about Team Twirl from day one. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. I don't know how you like stick up the butt Kenya, but I love Drunk Kenya. Drunk Kenya is something else. Lala say, now I definitely have to watch. Kenya finally made sense. I'm scared. Yes, and she only had to have 7 drinks to do it. It only took 7. When I tell you, I absolutely love when people let loose, let their hair down. Like that is the bomb to me. Hold on, let me get my bell, y'all, because we need the bell. We need the bell. Because lies were told. Ooh, lies were told, y'all. And we got to talk about Marlo a little bit, too. We got to dig into Marlo because, hey, Kiki. What's up, girl? Look, I don't know. Marlo, I'm not going to say she got on my nerves. I'm not going to be mean. Well, she did get on my nerves. Let me not try not to say it. Marlo got on my nerves. Like I'm trying to have understanding for Marlo because I can see what's wrong with her. But she's truly a miserable human being. She really is. Child, Miss Kaiser so say they gave us the one more lie. They gave it to us. Hey, learning to love myself. How you doing? So listen. Okay. So first things first. First things first, right? There go Esquire Marty. Yeah, she was quick to put them babies out, but that wasn't even the worst of it for me. That didn't really bother me as much as y'all might think because I was looking at it from the standpoint of safety. And that's for anybody. I don't care if you're the biological mama. If you feel like you need to get those children away from you for a period of time, hey, Kimber, so that you don't harm the children or hurt the children or whatever, do that. I would rather you do that than for those children to, have any type of damage because you not able to handle them being children or being unruly. So that really didn't bug me, but it was some other stuff, and we got to talk about it. Queen said Marlo from day one has brought nothing but gutter behavior. Just saying. Well, I mean, it's Marlo. Yeah, not really like on the street. She put him with her baby sister for 30 days to give both sides time to cool out because them children was acting out. They was acting out for real. But yeah, Marlo got on my nerves this episode, y'all. She did. I ain't gonna hold you. If she really got up under my skin, and it's kind of hard. I guess because it was too many clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama was like that. If she wanted you to wash clothes on a regular basis, she never wanted you to let clothes pile up. That lady would make us wash clothes like every other day. So it would never be more than a few clothes. It would never be a full load. Them boys had a bunch of stuff. So I'm thinking because it was so much and they had not washed for so long, she wanted them to just grab, bag it all up. Let's just go to the laundromat, wash this stuff. And them little jokers just wasn't gonna obey. They wasn't gonna do nothing she said do, and they were showing out. So it is what it is. If it come down to you putting them away from you, so you don't do anything to harm those children, do it. I would rather you do that than to actually harm a kid. Like, please don't do that. The mama in me being logical, that's the smarter thing to do. And y'all know Marlo ain't nobody mama. She don't know how to, nurture or mother no kids. I was surprised she tried to take them in the first place, other than just to be on TV talking about she a mom T, whatever the hell that is. But either way, so did, right? They start off this episode trying to make I feel like they gave Sheree a lot more screen time than they normally do, which is good, I guess. They gotta give her a shot. But Sheree just wasn't, I don't know. I don't know whether we can say Sheree is not bringing it or whether Sheree can't bring it. That's the question. Is she not doing it or is she not able? So they start with her in there doing this podcast on her daughter's podcast or whatever. And I was laughing because she called her mama an OG, and I'm like, is that stretching it a little bit? But all right, Tiara, ain't that her name? Tiara, Sheree's daughter, pretty girl. But anyway, so while they up there and she's got this show where she talks about um adult positions and relationships, and why she would be that comfortable talking about her mama, talking about that in front of her mama, I don't know. I pray that my children are never that comfortable. Escamada say Sheree and that ugly crowd. Child, that ugly crowd was amazingly hilarious. It was the funniest thing she did for the whole show, all season. Deborah says Sheree has nothing to bring. She doesn't. Deborah, I believe that. I believe she just don't. Because I'm sitting here like, okay, at first, I'm like, all right, well, maybe they just got her here as a place filler. They bring on the screen every episode for like 2-3 minutes, and then we don't see her again until there's a group activity. Hey, Candy R. And so I just felt like, okay, maybe she don't have enough time because they're not really giving her screen time. Y'all, this episode, they gave Sheree all the screen time, all the opportunity. Miss Thing brought nothing but her little tacky um friend, her little tacky friend. And we're gonna talk about that friend because that friend got up under my nerves tonight. She did. She did. I wasn't sure about her from Kenya's baby's birthday party. I was just like, well, maybe she just don't know how not to chime in when stuff don't concern her. But whatever. But this, we'll get into that. But that's all Sheree brought was her little tacky friend with that tired accent. Lala says Sheree has been born since season 1. The only interesting thing she did was tug with Kim's wig. That was funny. That was funny because she said she shifted it and said, who gonna check me, boo, when she was arguing with the promoter. That's true. But she had a couple of other moments in the past, she did. Her and Candy drag racing that time. That was kind of cute. They had moments, you know what I'm saying? But Sheree don't even give us moments no more. Hey, God's anointed daughter, what's up? Right. I didn't see no tears, but it was funny. It was funny. Now y'all got to give her that. No, I don't believe them was real tears at all. Mm-mm. No, I ain't buying it. But listen, so she's on there and they talking about breaking news and it was leaked and pictures were leaked and something about him being on the show was gonna get him um get his freedom taken away. Just a whole lot of extra stuff, just being extra. And Sheree had to act like she was upset and oh, this is betrayal. And I'm not buying it. Sheree, that man said he didn't want to be on that show. You know that. She claimed he did want to be on the show. Now she's saying he's a schemer, a scammer. This is one of his schemes. He's a scammer. He's broke. But that ain't what you were saying before. And then because that's not what you were saying before, the rumors was out that some of the money he was scamming from them people, he gave you some of that money to finish your house. It's one of the rumors I heard. Now I don't know if that's true, y'all, but that's one of the rumors that's out. So it's like, okay, if he's scamming people and you knew he was scamming people, you knew all this about him before you got all in. Now she's saying she don't waste the years of her life. And, just, I know she was trying to give us Halle Berry, but I wasn't feeling it. She'll say, I'm glad I don't watch the show. I look forward to your commentary as I know it's more interesting than that Drive Behind show. I do my best, girl. It's hard. That show needs some water. Yes, Sheree's always been boring. Yes, she has. Okay. Queen said, I'm sorry, she by she can't save herself. Is done. I will be perplexed if Bravo brings her back. Well, as this as it always goes with her, she's boring, she doesn't give, they drop her, and when they get in trouble or they need a seat filler, they bring her back. So don't be surprised, Queen. You might see her again. Lala says she just mad because her love after lockup went wrong. I ain't studying you. Deborah, you knew I was gonna say it, right? Nene did tell her from the jump, dude was a scammer. She told her, and she tried to act like Nene was hating on her, and you was trying to holler at him, like you tried everything. You say he could sue her. I mean, I don't know. I guess he could. But Sheree say he broke, so let's see. Escamada say it was her comparing her foolery with the actual victims of Tyrone scam with something else. It was. It was. I was like, girl, really? For real, girl. But she said he robbed her too. He robbed her emotionally. Child, that's what Lala say, love after lockup. Yeah, Cynthia was there forever. Hey, nephew. I was looking for you. I'm so glad you're here. Because we got to talk about this mess. So I couldn't get over it. Then she talked with her little friend. Is it Fatu? If I messed up this lady name, I'm not being funny. But she was talking with her little friend and told her she ain't spoke to him in a long in forever. So she says, so I guess for a long time. And anyway, her friend said that she tried. Her friend said she tried to introduce her to people, and she wasn't hearing it because she thought this dude was the love of her life. How I don't know. Now let me ask y'all a question about her little friend. Now, is this the friend that she went to Africa with? Is this the one where she ended up at the same party for the politician that Simon was at? Is this the friend, y'all? Do anybody know? Is this the one? Because I'm curious. I'm curious if this is the one. So dig now. Gets to Marlo. This is when everything happened with Marlo and them boys. That's not the one. It's a different girl. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. That's why I said, let me ask. DS, I thought Tyrone was gonna look like he stepped out of GQ magazine the way Sheree was acting. Right. He looks like a dingy to me. Not even a dusty, a dingy. It's another species. So then when they get to Marlo and these boys, that was another real shortcut, and I didn't understand her um at all. Oh, definitely not buying them goods, Queen. Definitely not. Not the yoga mat, not the water bottle, nothing. That looks like stuff that she got done on a website. But it's cool. If she could sell it, girl, go more power to you. But the situation with the boys, I guess that was just enough camera time to let us know that the throwout was coming, and this is why. So apparently, them boys showing out in school, the room filthy. She said they've been acting up since that phone call with their mama, and she cussing and throwing stuff. And then one of them jokers got 3 referrals in 30 days. The other one in the classroom basically calling the teacher drunk. I just couldn't get over it. Right, straight to TJ Maxx or Ross in the back. You already know. Yeah, not nothing. Mm-mm. Honey, them boys is bad. 3 referrals in 30 days. Marlo is in over her head. Now, part of me say this kind of what you get for trying to use them children for a storyline or a prop. But then on the other hand, the way I feel is, okay, you might have started off wrong, but you still, I don't know. I just feel like she could have asked somebody for help to find out like what to do or to try to find out how to handle it a little bit better. Because them boys acting up like that, a little conversation was not enough. And that's why they kept getting further and further out of hand. Lala said Tyrone looked like he don't clip or clean his toenails. He sure do. He sure do. Lil Mac can say, where is the belt? They need a good whipping. They do. Do you know I would have had them doing PT? They'd have got whippings. They'd have been downstairs in the kitchen in push-up position. Not even doing push-ups, just in push-up position for about 3 hours. You got to be kidding me. I wouldn't have did 3 hours straight. They'd have did 30 minutes, got up and did side straddle hops or something, and then right back down. Goodwill be having nice stuff, girl. You better slide through. Escamar say, is dingy a subspecies of dusty? Yes. How did you know? Like how a polar bear is a subspecies of bears. Exactly. You got it. You got it, Escamar. That's how it goes. There's a hole in the wall gets you kicked out the house. Apparently. Apparently. Because a hole in my wall would have got your behind toe up. But you know, I'm still down here and Marlo is up there. So maybe she's so far up there, she couldn't take a switch off a tree or grab a strap or something. Or maybe she's scared because you know Georgia don't want you to discipline your children. You know, I'm from Florida. We whoop kids. So, you know, maybe that's what she was worried about. Me, myself personally, they'd have had to call the people because they'd have got their behinds whipped. DS said Marlo gonna have them boys. She shouldn't be on the show. Yeah, but you know, DS, we believe she got them because she is on the show. Yeah, thank you. That old cat daddy walk. Straight cat daddy. You say you always thought Cynthia was there so long, cousin Leon. Nah, baby, she was there that long, cousin Nene. Notice the season he didn't make an appearance. The next she was gone. No, the minute Nene stopped backing her, she was gone. Nene kept that lady on that show. She sure did, because she was trying to be a real friend of Cynthia before Cynthia decided to flip the script, which is a bold move. When the person keeping you on the show, you gonna flip on that person. Maybe she thought Candy could keep her there, and she found out Candy just couldn't do it. I'm just saying. You say a good yoke up would have helped for sure. It sure would have. Thank you. My mama was born in Georgia. She didn't play either. But I'm just saying the state of Georgia, they be cutting up about kids getting disciplined. DV say them boys need to know they're loved and wanted, not used as a prop and their challenges all over TV. That's true. But I'm not sure if those boys understood that. I just think that they had some emotional outbursts and some acted out because of the trauma that they got going on from their mom. And the fact that Marlo is not maternal. She don't have no maternal instinct. She's nobody's mother. It's not in her. Some women never have children, but they make excellent mothers. They just naturally are nurturing and they have that maternal instinct. Marlo don't seem to have no maternal instinct. I think she means well when she does a lot of stuff, but I don't think she quite gets it. And then it looked like her mama gonna be coming on the show, so we might get a glimpse as to why Marlo moved like she moved. But this episode right here, she got on my nerves. Say, is it the same time? Same telling my boys they eating lamb, not goat. I don't know. I think you lost us with that one. But Mackie say I couldn't stand Cynthia on the Housewives girls trip. She got on my nerves every episode. She is nerve wracking, Lil Mackie. She nerve wracking. For sure, for sure. Deborah said Candy led her down the Kenya path to spite Nene too. She sure did, but But this my thing, Deborah. Can we be real for a minute? Not Cynthia. It don't matter what Candy told you or tried to lead you down the path to, like, oh, the producers turned on Nene, let's do this, let's do that. Honey, do you realize Candy can't save you? Nobody shouldn't have ever been able to talk you into that. Say, right, she need to take him to a therapist. For sure. Yes, that whole family needs therapy. And I'm not knocking them because most of our families need therapy. I won't say every one of us, but pretty much every one of us got a trifling auntie or a trifling sibling or some no good cousins. Like we all got some stuff going on. It's very few families that don't have some dysfunction. Now I know some have a little bit more than others, but it's not a knock, and therapy ain't bad. I think therapy gets a stigma, and that's why Black people keep avoiding therapy. But we need therapy for real. We need to get healthy because it's some stuff been going on. Kids say Cynthia fake as hell. All I keep seeing is that friendship contract she had Nene sign. Oh yeah, real phony, real fake. Lil Mackey said, I heard they thinking about bringing Cynthia back for season 15 because apparently her and Kenya got a beef that's not going away anytime soon. Well, I don't know if it's true, but I say I'm pretty sure she hopes it does. Everybody like a check now. Escamati says, see, in North Carolina, the teachers used to whoop us in class when we act up. I never forget getting spanked by a clear woman, the audacity. Child, they had spanking in school when I was in school, but that they knew not to touch us. That's all I'm gonna say. The people who knew my mama could spank us. If you didn't know my mama, don't try it. Okay? Hey, Queen Mermaid. There we go. How you feeling? There ain't nothing wrong with therapy. If that's what you need to do, you better get some help. I'm just saying, before you end up robbing a liquor store with a banana and a Twizzler, get you some help. Yeah, for real. Like that was a dumb move. Real dumb move. King St. Carl says it's a cycle of abandonment. They truly need to heal from it before it passes down. Right? Child, that mess, it could go on forever. It could go on forever. He did have to coach Kenya for the show, and I believe him. I believe everything Peter with the good skin said. So get this. So now we get to this whole Kenya and Sanya situation. So when Sanya gets over to Kenya's house, it was nice to see Kenya trying to do something in the kitchen. Go on, girl. Get yourself together. Kenya was getting a lot of cool points this episode. I know it was just a little charcuterie board or whatever, but it was still something for her. So we're going to give her some points for that. She's going to get her some credit for that. She need credit for that. It's only fair. Trying to make everything nice. Sonya came in all with her fake self. That girl is on my nerves. I can't stand Miss 1 3/4. I can't stand 1 3/4. But they start with the family talk and talking about how it is for her having all the people in the house and what happens when her and her husband want to have special times and mom and dad in the house. And she's like, oh, it's like being in high school. I'm like, what happened while you was in high school? Because that didn't happen while I was in high school. Having no boys in the house. But I thought that was a interesting conversation. I guess it was real. It almost gave me, okay, y'all know how you be at the doctor's office or at the dentist's office and how you make small talk with people you don't really know. That's what it gave me. Y'all know that one strange clear lady that'll sit next to you at the doctor's office and just start telling you all her business for no reason, just strange stuff about her bunions and how she had a boil under her left breast, just weird conversations. It's just kind of out there and they really don't connect and you don't really see no real friendship there. It's just like talking to a stranger. That whole interaction between Kenya and Sanya, it was real forced and Kenya was looking like, okay, how long I gotta do this for y'all get her out my house? It was just doing that. Happy to be happy. Are you the strange clear lady that make them strange conversations at the doctor's office? It's okay if that's you, but just know that people be really trying to just smile until you stop or explain why you're doing that. I'm just saying that's how Sonya came off. Like just a random person that's talking. And Kenya tried to fake the whole welcoming vibe, but it just didn't seem right. I think Kenya didn't kind of loosen up and get real a little bit. Hey, Auntie Eva, until they started talking about the whole situation with Marlo. because Kenya brought that back up. Escamada said, I bet you Sanya put 20 on 10 when she talking about her current sex life. They ain't doing all that. Clearly, clearly. Like, you can't. It's not possible. You said yes, no more, LOL. Girl, if that's you, do you. Don't stop being you. If they ain't got the nerve to tell you they don't want to talk, keep talking to them. Hey, Angeline Bell. How you doing, girl? Yes. Nene did tell Sheree that man was a scammer. And what did she do? Instead of listening, she got nasty, went to snapping at Nene like Nene was doing something to her just for keeping it real. DS say, I'm the one people always choose to talk to. Girl, me too. And I just be smiling like, Lord, please let this person walk away. Deborah says Sanya doesn't know Kenya like that. She doesn't. It was just so fake. It was just so fake. I couldn't. Kia say, I mean, when I'm at the doctor's office, I don't want to be there. So don't be small talking to me. You're right, but you know they'll do it. It's always got to be that one person that's got to walk up and strike up that conversation. And Sonya gave us that this episode. 1 3/4 is trying to work for the chick. But they started talking about, having the people there and having help. Hey, the real RJ, what's up, boo? And that part was kind of genuine or whatever. Hey, Rochelle. And I thought that was kind of genuine. And I understood Kenya when she was saying, she didn't set out to be a single mother. Do I believe that it went the way she claims that it went? No. Do I believe that she would have liked for Mark to eventually develop some interest in her and make something work? I do believe she kind of wanted that deep down. I do. I don't really know the nature of their relationship. I don't believe it's what they, put out there in public or what she put out there in public at the time on the show. But I felt her on that one. And I really did feel for her in that moment. It just felt authentic. And that's something Kenya has never been as authentic. So I was like, oh, Kenya been, getting points all episode for authenticity. I said, okay, I can dig that. It was a good moment. Lil Mackie said, I can't stand Sheree's friend. I know her name is Fatum, but I'm calling her Phantom. Yeah, I like Phantom. Yeah, I didn't know what that girl name. I was like, is it Fatum, Fatu, Fatty, Fat? I don't know. But I don't like her either, Lil Mackie. King St. Carl say, look at my auntie slowly starting to twirl. Oh, I shall never twirl. I shall never twirl. Because even if I don't like a sister, I like to find something that I can relate to so that I can be fair with you. You know what I'm saying? It was a real genuine moment. I like genuine people. And she made herself a lot more likable this episode. I'm gonna give her that. Especially when she got drunk. I'm telling you. Now, if she could be drunk all day, can't twirl for you, but maybe I could swivel. Deborah say, well, she should have added that to the contract she had with Mark. She should have. But I'm gonna tell you something, Deborah. What I believe is that I think Kenya's another one that need a little bit of therapy or a lot of bit, because I think that she really wanted that with that man, but I don't think she had the nerve to really tell him everything that she wanted with him. I think they had their little arrangement, agreement, or whatever, but I think she really was attracted to him. I think she really felt something for that man, and I think that she never really opened up and gave it to him. Just, hey, brother, I'm digging you. I don't think she did that. And I think it's like fear of rejection. I don't know what all she got up underneath, her scalp. But I think a lot of us be needing therapy, ladies. Y'all know that. We ain't gonna pretend like it's just these ladies. Y'all know. Auntie was saying, yes, Sonya won't give Drew the time of day. Someone who wants to be friends with her. Yes, somebody who wanted. Wanted. We got to change the tense of that word. Past tense. Escamada said, can we talk? Mark ain't ever loved Kenya. No, he didn't. You're right. At least not in the way Kenya wanted. We could all see that, right? Of course we could. But I think, okay, since we just talking, right? If we could talk. I feel like he didn't, but I feel like Kenya didn't give herself a chance for that man to really care for her. He could have, he could have. Now I know he had a whole nother family and stuff, But maybe she could have waited, or maybe she could have found out exactly where he was with it. Or maybe there's a reason she kind of ends up around men who are not necessarily completely available. You know what I'm saying? Like the girl, she could have somebody. She ain't no monster. Yeah, I could manage a swivel. If she could stay drunk, I could manage a swivel. Queen Mermaid said Kenya needs a lot of therapy. Rejection by your mother I can't imagine. That's true, but the mama issues can run deep. Yeah, you gotta get the help. Hey, mommy's peanut. There go my baby. She's a big peanut now. She's no longer a tiny peanut. She's an adult, but that's still mommy's peanut. Girl, ain't nothing wrong with a little run-on sentence. Ain't nothing wrong with the couch time. You gotta do what you gotta do. Right. It happens, but you know what though, Deborah Randall? I know a couple from where I'm from. They gone on to glory. But they were married over 50 years and they met and married within a month and stayed together over 50 years. And they were the cutest couple. So it ain't always the time frame. It just wasn't no genuine connection. Right, King Sankara. I think it started off as an agreement and she caught them feelings. Y'all know feelings is the new STD. Be careful. Be careful out there. Right. And you know what though? There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with a woman being in love with the idea of having a family. Nothing wrong with wanting a family. Ladies, ain't nothing wrong with wanting a husband. And it ain't nothing wrong if you don't want one either. Like people, we got to normalize, women having normal feelings, black women being allowed to have normal feelings without any form of persecution. It's cool if you say, I don't want no Negro. And it's cool if you say, I want a husband. Yeah, everybody gets therapy, chocolate sunshine. That's what we need. I feel you. Hey, Nina Ross, you ain't watched the show, but you here. I'm glad you here, honey. Well, listen. So that happened. That conversation was pretty cool. She brought up the whole thing at Drew's, and Sanya was, you know, doing her fake thing. I tried to hold Marlo, and it was out of control. And Kenya was mad because Marlo said, I still think you lying. Well, guess what? I respect both sides of it. Kenya, if you say you not lying, I respect that. If you say you went and got makeup on to go see the doctor and come home, okay, cool. If Marlo says she don't believe you, that's cool too. You got a right to say the truth if you saying the truth, and other people have a right to believe you or not. I understand where they both coming from. We will never know the truth, but it do sound a little strange, Kenya. It do. The real RJ say Mark didn't even like Kenya. He sure didn't, let alone love her. Kenya just really wanted a relationship and a baby. It's fine. He just wasn't the right one. Say it, the real RJ. Because that's what it was. He was not the guy for her. Do I think there's a man out there that'll love her and love that baby and she could build a family and he'll do right by her? Yes. There is a lid for every pot. But for some reason, and it's got to be them deeper issues, y'all ladies, y'all know, so we ain't going to point the finger at her too hard. For her, it's like she always ends up around men who are physically and or emotionally unavailable. And it may be something that she's subconsciously doing, kind of self-sabotage behavior. But we've all been there. Every lady in here. Okay, let's keep it real. Please don't make me defend Kenya out of everybody in the world, because y'all know deep down I don't like this girl. But we got to be real. We're going to put a one in the chat if you have ever found yourself dating the same type of man over and over and over. Just every time it looked like the same man with a different face. They got the same behaviors. They treating you the same way. Who has been through that? Even if you don't do it no more, put a one in the chat if you've done that before or you've been in that spot before. If you ain't never done it, put a two in the chat. Brothers, y'all too. Because we're going to keep it real tonight. We're going to keep it all the way real. Matter of fact, let me put my one in the chat because I've done it too. I've done it too. And the truth of the matter is, I see them ones rolling in, because the truth of the matter is, until you find a deeper issue that makes you continually end up attracted to the same type of person repeatedly, you're going to keep doing it. That's right, Chanel D. Queen. Mirrors up. Mirrors up. Cheryl, you didn't do it? Well, it looks like you Neo in the Matrix, honey, tonight, because the rest of us have. It, the point I'm making is that it's not uncommon. It's very common. Hey, Just Cass, how you been, boo? That's real. I'm telling you, I be the shit. What's up, girl? Child, Marlo got up under my nerves. Kenya trying to make me dislike her less. I ain't gonna say I like her yet. Okay, the little crazy is your weakness. It's something making you be attracted to them crazy people. Okay. Oh, you even found some with the same name. You up here laughing at your cousin Esper Marty. Deborah say you didn't do it. So you and Cheryl the only ones didn't do it. Okay. The Scorpio in you got you pressing one. I'm glad you keeping it real. Lord, girl, a lot of us needed a thug patch. A lot of us needed, listen, when Nicorette came out with the cigarette patches, me and my bestie Toya was like, they need a thug patch so we can leave them Negroes alone. Oh, man. Hey, Candace Lane. Tell them again, a real RJ. If you ain't did it, keep living. You've been with the same one since 96, so you wasn't even qualified to vote. Escamati say, I got a soft spot for Drew. She's a chicken nugget short of a Happy Meal, and she always dresses in the dark. But it's her optimistic naivety that makes me root for her. I agree. I agree. And I don't like her. I don't. And when I say I don't like somebody, I mean like their overall behavior. I don't really care for her overall behavior, but Drew is kind of slowly winning me over a little bit. I'm not Team Drew. I don't think I ever will be. Just on account of them wigs and them outfits. Just on that. But she's slowly winning me over this season for real. But that's why I said what I said about Kenya. Y'all got to give her some grace because most of us have been there as we see. Okay? Most of us have been there. She got to figure out what is going on in her that's making her seek out these emotionally and physically unavailable people. Because all that does is like, it makes her, it's like, to me, it seemed like a form of self-abuse. Like she's hurting herself. Or she feels like she doesn't want to take a chance on somebody who's completely available because she fears the rejection. So she almost sets up the rejection in advance because that way she kind of expects it. God only knows what's going on in that noodle. That's why we need therapy, okay? But I'm not gonna knock her for that. We gonna hope she do better. Cause it looked like she's showing some signs. Cause y'all know she did tell us before this season that she was tired of being a villain. So maybe she really showing some signs of growth, and maybe she gonna become more self-aware. I don't know. Let's cross our fingers, okay? Let's cross our fingers. Then we get to Marlo at this furniture store getting her custom furniture. So I didn't know Marlo was building no house. Y'all knew Marlo was building a house. Cause I ain't know. Yes, D. Marie. He said the girl get dressed in the dark. Okay, the dark. But I didn't know she was building no house. That was a shocker for me. She said it'll be done in 12 to 14 months, which means she's been building that house for a while. Y'all know they don't throw houses up real quick. Not like that. Y'all know them contractors be dragging their feet. So if she got an ETA of 12 to 14 months, she didn't just start building this house. She didn't just start building this house. She been building that house. I ain't know. She is harmless. And I don't like to gang up either, girl. I don't like the picking on people. Oh, you know Marlo house gonna get finished quicker than Sheree and Kenya. Mm-mm. She gonna be out there breathing fire on them people. Deborah say, don't be fooled by this Kenya. No, she not fooling me, but Deborah, now you know I'm not gonna be fooled by Kenya. But I can see the person underneath the foolishness. And I think that's one of my weaknesses. I always try to see what's behind your behavior. Like you can be a terrible, horrible person, like worst on the planet, death row inmate. I'm still gonna try to see what's underneath it. Like what's the cause? Is it a way for you to not be so horrible? You know, that's her condo. I doubt she gonna get rid of it. Knowing Marlo about her money, she might rent it out or whatever, but that's her condo. Marilyn said, yes, she said it on Instagram, but I side-eyed her. Me too. I didn't believe her. I really didn't because she lied so much. Hey, Gertrude said, well, we know she was rejected by her mom. Maybe that's where it came from. Yeah, but that rejection came after her behavior was so bad. So it's like it still got to be more to it though. DM Rock say Lisa Wu was like the drunk auntie you don't bring around your friends. I didn't really get that from Lisa Wu. I didn't. I was kind of glad she was there to check Miss 1 3/4 because 1 3/4 was getting on my nerves. I be the shit say I believe Bob the Builder when I see it. Marlo is so tricky. Marlo is very tricky, but I ain't I can say I don't think we ever saw her lying about her coins or what she doing and what she can do. Now we done seen Sheree come up short. We never seen Marlo come up short. Oh, okay. See, I must have missed that, or I wasn't paying attention because I fell asleep on this show. You said she tired of being a villain because Portia not on the show. Oh, but did y'all see how during that conversation with Sanya, she tried to slick bring Portia up? I say, there's the old Kenya. Like she kept saying, there go the old Marlo. There was the old Kenya. She still tried to slick bring Portia up. Portia not on the show, and you still doing it. Dang, y'all, come on. You just say we need 43 more likes. Y'all, please don't do me like that. Okay, okay. Let's hit the like button together. Everybody on the count of three, fam. 1, 2, 3. Like. Hit the thumbs up. Can I get a thumb? Can I get a thumb? King St. Clair say, why wouldn't she rent it? She renting her clothes. Keep money coming in the same way. I agree. Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. DB says, sis, please figure out Marlo because she always been hard to watch with her terrible behavior. Marlo is angry and miserable. And I think in a lot of ways, Marlo never got out of that foster home. I know physically she left, financially she left, but I think mentally and emotionally, Marlo's still in that foster home. She still got that wall up. She still got that attitude up. She still got that defensive posture and that attack dog in her. I'm not calling that lady no dog, but she still got that attack dog in her. Like she ready to rip everybody's head off. Lisa Wu gave Seanitra Sanya this. Yeah, she did. Sanya did deserve that. She did. I had enough of Sanya. 1 3/4 can go. 1 3/4 can go. But yeah, so the building of the house, I missed it. I missed it. So the fact that she said it'll be done in 12 to 14 months, she must be out there with a horse whip behind them people. Because y'all know that they don't move quick like that. They don't. But anyway, Sheree and Sanya showed up. When Sheree showed up, I said, cool. When Sanya showed up, I was like, ugh, her again, her again. And I was thinking, is she gonna tell Marlo she was over there with Kenya discussing her? And she did, so I'm gonna give her points for that. So Sheree said, she spent about 40 grand in her living room. And I really believe her. I believe her. Because Sheree love to be grand, honey. If she don't do nothing else, she gonna do that. Hey Vita from Denver. You say she brought up Portia and Nene. She brought Portia and Nene up doing a podcast with some clear dude. I believe it. I believe it. Like keep them people name out your mouth, girl. Move on. But hopefully she'll stay drunk and we can like her better. I don't know. But yeah, 40 racks in the living room is what Sheree said. And then she told him about the pajama party. Marlo was like, she said that Kenya was two different people when they was arguing. I don't feel like she was two different people. I just think Kenya was putting on. Um, Marlo did call Candy a hoe, and Candy been calling Marlo a prostitute. So I think they even, right? Ain't that about the same thing? Escamada say, LMAO, wow, we was born on the same day, same year, brothers for real. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Family in real life. Deborah say Marlo attacks and then look pitiful when the attacks come back. She gonna catch hell at that reunion. She done caught hell before. The problem is she putting herself through that hell, girl. She don't have to do that. Marlo be doing the most. She really does. Now, and then she threw in there. And I thought this was a little ugly. Was like, well, was she taking pills to lose weight? Like, Marlo, come on now. You didn't have to do that. You ain't have to do that. Because by the time Kenya watch that back, she gonna be mad, foaming at the mouth mad. Okay? You like her? I can't stand her. I want her gone now. I don't like Fatoon. She can go away now. Queen me, hey girl. Lord, not Tasha K saying clear people. Well, Shout out to Tasha K, girl. That's all I can say. Escamada say, well, Candy called Marlo a hoe during season 4. She sure did. Um, so we can't get too mad at Marlo returning to serve years later. Well, let me just tell y'all for the record, that is Aquarius behavior, okay? You do anything to us, we'll get back to you in 5 to 7 business years, okay? 5 to 7, we'll get back to you. That's what happened with Kenya and Cynthia. Kenya was mad at Cynthia ever since she flipped back to Nene after she had, said she wasn't friends with Nene, and Kenya was mad ever since. And the first chance she got Cynthia back. Period. Like that's just kind of what it is. Candace started it. That's all I can say. So then Sanya did, like I said, she did tell him about the conversation. Um, And then she asked Marlo, can you not go below the belt? I don't see where Marlo went below the belt until they started bickering. To me, Marlo saying, I believe you lying is not going below the belt. But I guess Sanya just wanted to insert herself in some drama that it really didn't have nothing to do with her. And that's pretty much been her formula all season. Miss 1 3/4. It's giving like a great value Dr. Wendy Osefo. That's what I'm getting from Sanya 1 3/4. But anyway, Marlo was like, no, not when she, doing whatever. And she said Kenya has a case of I can't take Marlo. And wait, and hold on. Did y'all hear her throw in talking about she need to read the Bible, but I know she don't read the Bible? How you know that girl don't read the Bible? What is you saying, Marlo? I don't know. Marlo really was pushing it this time. I'm like, nah, if you know something, just say what you know. But them little comments like somebody don't read the Bible, is you calling her a devil worshiper? What is you saying? Right. Talking about can you not go below the belt? All Marlo said to Kenya was, I believe you lying. I still believe you lying. That's not below the belt. Okay. But anyway, and then that's when she ended up telling them that she put them boys out. They with her sister. They gone for 30 days. Yada yada yada. For me, it was the punch in the hole in the wall. That's what it was for me. Now, this is where Marlo kind of got up under my skin. Can I be real? Hey, Vanessa, come again. Y'all mind if I be real for a minute? Wait. You say, was that the Marlowe's event? What Kenya marched up in there shouting, Kenya more hair care? Yeah, that was below the belt. That's what I'm saying. Kenya been nasty for the longest. She's not a victim. So that's why I was like, Sanya, what are you even talking about? Girl, you ain't been there, and apparently you don't even watch the show. Yeah, it's like she was low-key calling this girl an atheist. But how you gonna say she, and wasn't she claiming she was Jehovah's Witness or something? When she was saying something about Christmas, or it was something she was saying. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is I never heard that girl say she was no atheist. And I was like, Marlo, you doing a bit much. But okay, Zeline say I could be real. So now I'm gonna tell you. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Marlo doing too much. Like it's just way too much this episode. But if I'm gonna be real, Marlo ticked me off in this part of things because why was production able to flash to a scene or a picture or still shot of the hole in the wall in your condo? Now I understand these boys are acting out. I understand they got emotional issues because they upset over their mama and different stuff like that. I can even understand that it's too much. I'm a mother. I done raised 3 in a possible because one of them was my sister's child. So I know children can get up under your skin. They can push you to the wall. Sometimes you need a breather. I get all that. I can even understand talking to your friend girls about what your children doing. What I don't understand is why you would let the production crew come in to videotape the damage to put on national TV to show the world what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the point of that? You say Marlo need to stop coming for your girl Kenya. Well, you defend Kenya, baby. Go ahead and defend her. I don't know how many people you got to help you with that one, but you know, as far as going at Kenya, I'm all right with it because Kenya has gone at her. They two grown people. But some of the stuff like the pill comment, claiming people don't read the Bible, like, come on now, you doing too much, Marlo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like them going back and forth, they both grown. But have a bottom. Marlo was better as a friend of the show. She was, definitely. I understand about a check, but did you have to let them people show that? Yeah, this looks bad. I didn't like that. Like you really went and let them people come in there and you took them through the house to show them everything that those boys did. From the hole in the wall to the clothes on the floor to the dirty stuff. Why? That got up under my skin because I feel like at this point, not only were you low key using them for a storyline and it's becoming more evident, you don't mind even like I know the babies aren't embarrassed or humiliated yet, but eventually they might be when they watch this back or they get older and they like, dang, auntie, you couldn't even keep this in the family. Y'all know family do stuff and we handle it within the family. You taking them to your sister, that was being handled within the family. Why was the cameras there to right? It was giving delinquent black boys. I ain't like that either. I ain't like that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That did me something. King St. Carl said, yeah, she grew up Jehovah's Witness and was quoting the Bible in one of them older seasons. Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, Marlo was a no for me this season. Not, I won't say the whole season, but for sure this episode. She been increasingly getting on my nerves. King St. Carl said, I'm sorry, but she been using them since episode 1, in my opinion. I agree. I agree, but I thought she was at least trying for them. But I told you I didn't like that she kept mentioning the money she was spending on them and what she was doing for them. Like if you got to talk about it, don't do it. Ellie from Miami said that video was taken, looked like it was recorded on a cell phone. You know what? If she recorded that on a cell phone and gave it to them people, now that's beyond. Vanessa say, I ain't want to think Marlo was using them, but it's looking like it now. Right. Because I'm telling you, that's what I thought, Vanessa. In the beginning, she got them to be on the, just to keep her interested or give her like a family element on the show to use them for a storyline. But then I was like, okay, well, maybe that's how it started. And then she really cared for them. I'm thinking they're your family. You got to have some love for them. Maybe she want to do right now. And then it's like, it started with you got to talk about and broadcast everything you do for them. Then it was, I'm gonna just show every piece of damage, all the stuff you've done in the house. Like, come on. Yeah, like I don't know, y'all. Maybe I wasn't supposed to feel like that, but I ain't like that. I ain't like that at all. Deborah say Marlo and them boys need therapy. She said that last episode. I'm wondering why or how the state allowed her to have them. Because they don't care who get them, long as it's somebody. If it's a family member, your house clean, and you're not a threat to them, they will let you have them to keep them from going to the state. And they all better hope someone don't call CYS and only take a phone call. Call them and say what? That she bought them a bunch of clothes, let them show they behind and send them to a sister. Material things validate Marlo. You're right. She all about that material stuff because I guess, in her mind, that's what gave her value. Miss Thing didn't know she had value before she had the things. Hey, Michelle Chapman Hannibal. Say those boys won't trust Marlo. She should have never shown that. Right. You don't do that. Yeah, she don't know how to parent. Like I said, she don't have no maternal instinct. None. And I'm not, I can't say I knocked her for that. She was smart enough not to have children, but you just would have thought she would have had some type of something, some type of nurturing to her, but she don't have none. She don't have none. It's like she don't know how to extend any type of affection, and it shows. She trying, but mm-mm. And then now I'm gonna tell y'all what also got me with that was Sheree in the confessional. She in her face smiling and nodding, but then Sheree in the confessional talking about, well, I never took a break from my kids. Sheree, no duh, those were actually your children, ma'am. They were your children. And let me go you one further. Like I said before, even if they're your real kids, if you feel like you might harm those children, I would rather you take a break than ever harm a kid. Like I'm not knocking that. To me, that was not the worst thing to do. That might have been the smartest, and that might have been the smartest thing in the world to do. I be the she say, I still can't believe Marlo sent those boys away to her little sister house. They had 4 toddlers. Yeah, yeah. I would have liked for it to be a better place than a house that already had 4 children, which is probably why that sister didn't take them in the first place, because her house is already full. The only question is, were there any other relatives that could have? That's the only question. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how it looked. It should be about the safety of those children, regardless of how it looked. Then Roxy, I'm sorry, but when Sheree was crying, I could see her peeking at the camera. Okay, you got me with that one. I didn't see that one. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it to see if I can see her peek at that camera. Deborah said, didn't she say in the episode when the one kid went to the prom, she had a couple there helping her with the boys. It was a man and a woman. Marlo's full of crap. Yeah, she did have them there helping. She just couldn't do it. Some people are selfish, and that's why they don't have babies. When you're a selfish person, you're supposed to be smart enough not to have children. She started off right by not having children, but then things happen in families, and she took them. When I feel like she, I, I don't want to say this. I want to say maybe she took it too lightly. Maybe she thought it would be a walk in the park. I'll just have them here for a storyline. It ain't gonna be that much work. I think it turned out to be more than she thought it was. As for Marty said, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. I hate thinking that way, but yeah, it's the way it came off. Yeah, for real. It did come off like that. That is her love language, is money. And she felt like I'm spending money on you, so you should obey me and follow the house rules and keep my house clean. That's not how it works with kids. Chocolate Sunshine said, I don't have children, but I wouldn't want everything shown on television. Right, because you're not damaged. And we can clearly see that Marlo is damaged. Allie say production will not waste their time and money to go to Marlo's house just to film a messy room and a hole in the wall. That footage was from a cell phone, but they still showed it. That's true. That's true. Kingston Carr. I know someone ended up with a family member that they never met. They haven't heard from the cousin in 40 years. Stuff happens. Things happen in families now. We ain't gonna act like our family's perfect now, but I don't know. I wouldn't have put that on national TV to try to bust them out. Sheree was full of it with that one. Um, I don't know. Like y'all saying, like I said, money is her love language. Marlo wanted those boys to be perfect little figurines because she was spending money. Children are not toys. Children are not dolls. Children are little bitty people. They got emotions, feelings, outbursts, and all that stuff, just like regular big grown up people. So that's just what it is. So let's get to this ridiculous slumber party, shall we? So first of all, Sheree said she was having the nude theme, like nude color scheme, because it was about being vulnerable and peeling off the layers and all this other symbolic crap, right? So first things first, first things first. Like I said, King is still trying to slick bring up Portia, talking about the last slumber party, somebody hid the male sex organ, Anyway, I was just like, okay, we still talking about that. Y'all talked about that all last season, and it still didn't make it. It still didn't make it. You still had terrible ratings. Don't do it again. Then Marlo, she's talking about she want to pull a Kenya and just not show up. Then the Fatum girl, hey Janice, the Fatum chick shows up talking about some darn coochie incense. I ain't never heard of nothing like that. That was just weird. That was weird. Candy even looked like, okay, girl, I don't know what that is. So anyway, Candy asked was Marlo coming, and everybody went to looking silly. Then Sheree was like, yeah, and I invited Drew, but I hadn't heard back from her. Um, then here come this Fatum chick. Now this is where, because up until this point, y'all, I wasn't sure whether I liked her or not. And she's the reason I went and got the bill. This heifer says she went and got a private detective to investigate Drew Sidora as though she's somebody that people don't already know. She went and got a private detective to investigate Drew Sidora because get this, she said Drew attacked her. And she went and told her friend, who's a private detective, that Drew charged at her. Now let me ring this bell. Let's ring it. Okay, one more lie. Okay, one more lie. First of all, y'all was at a darn kid's birthday party. The only thing that girl told you was to shut up talking about her husband. Now, you might not have liked her tone of voice, but darling, if you're not comfortable around black people, stay away from them. Okay? That's how we talk. Sometimes our voices are elevated. Sometimes we sound aggressive when it ain't even that. How dare you sit up there and pretend like this black woman was aggressing you. She charged you. She attacked you. Honey, she came nowhere near you. She simply told you to shut up and stay out of people's business. Now that's what she told you. And the only thing she did wrong was that she didn't tell you the way I would have told you. Sitting over there looking cheap and tacky with that hooker red lipstick on at that little kid's party. I don't like her. I don't like her. And yes, that was some real Karen energy. Real Karen energy. Yes, pure demonic. Had on the hooker red. Denise say, Seanitra, ain't she married to the rapper that have many wives? Is she? Now I don't know. Is she one of, I don't think. I thought, I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me who Fatum is. But I can tell you I don't like her lying behind. Yeah, she was definitely lying. I don't like that. You don't lie on nobody. I ain't even no Drew Sidora fan. But who the hell are you to lie on somebody? Oh, Akon Janice, that's what she married to. Well, that makes sense. Because that's the same trifling, disgusting mud duck who had the nerve to say black people over here need to get over slavery. When I want him to get over his green card. Lala say, I step away from the chat for a few minutes and come back to people trying to get the people to use incense for their salad and private investigators. What's going on? Child Fatum. Oh, this is a different lady. Oh, she ain't the one with Akon, with his problematic behind. I don't know who her husband is. We can't blame this one on Akon. I don't like him, but this one ain't his fault. Nope. But anyway, that was her excuse. So then she's like, oh, it's 12 aliases. One of his aliases is Danielle. And then come to find out, Danielle, yes, ever since he made the comment that black people over here need to get over slavery, he's been a mud duck to me, and he going to remain that way. He going to remain that way. But we ain't going to drag him today because we talking about Fatum. Fatum, however you say her name. I'm over her. Over her. So she said it was 12 aliases. One of Ralph's aliases is Danielle, still trying to push the I guess the homosexual story or whatever. And my thing is, whether he is or he ain't, you ain't gonna find that with no check on aliases. And like I said, come to find out, that's the darn assistant. So clearly it was some paperwork or something that where the assistant's name was on it. And so they just pulling up random names that was on stuff to say that this was one of his aliases. Like, child, stop. I'm over it. Everybody else laughed and moved on. And that was that. And then Poe Drew come walking in right after they got through dragging her and her husband. Right after. And I mean right after. And Candy was joking, talking about, bad credit to have you doing that. And I'm just laughing like, Lord, y'all done drug these people for filth. And then not a girl coming in. And they was gonna act like ain't nothing happened. If Kenya didn't get drunk, it wasn't gonna never come out. You said, okay, I thought they said she was on the show with Sheree too. Sorry. Not this time. Yeah, please get her help for some subtitles or some classes in linguistics. Something. Because she rolled them R's way more than she should have. But anyway, Paula Drew, she come on in there and she said that she felt nervous coming in there because y'all know she had that conversation with her mama. She had that conversation with her mama, and her mama told her that one of the ladies at the church, one of the pastors or whatever, said the spirit told her to be careful because it was a woman out there, honey, that the adversary was against her. She had an adversary and she needed to be well. And say she was trying to figure out who it could have been. And then, I did kind of laugh when Drew told her mom about Sanya, and she was like, "What kind of friend group is that?" That was interesting. But I felt real funny about it when Drew said she felt nervous coming in there with all that female energy until she reminded me that her mama had just told her that the preacher or the prophet or whoever said that it was a female that was her adversary and she needed to watch out. Okay? You say, Seanitra, that was so wrong. That girl said they do that when they got bad credit. Yeah, that's what she said. She said that's what people do when they got bad credit. They use a bunch of aliases. And I'm sitting there like, nah, that was shady and it was unwarranted. Because I don't know that Drew ever did anything to Candy. But that's that stuff Candy do that makes her so unlikable. That's that stuff. That's that stuff. But then when everything jump off, she gonna hang back and act like, well, I ain't really say nothing about you though. Kingston Carr said, I swear they making me feel bad for Drew. They are. The way they picking on this girl. Lala say that's how them phony heifers always do. They pretend to be friends and say real down low, dirty gossip behind each other's backs. But I ain't seen Drew do that to nobody. I'm gonna give Drew that credit. I ain't seen her do that to nobody, but they sure been doing it to her. Real bad too. Real bad. So anyway, that went on and everybody kept being fake when the girl got in there and Marlo came in and she spoke to everybody. King talking about here comes Sasquatch. But if I gotta be real, Marlo looked great. Marlo looked freaking great. Marlo always be dressed now. She's a miserable, mean heifer, but the heifer looks nice. Her wig was nice, and dare I say, it was better than the wig King had on that night. It was now. It was. We got to give it to her. Marlo came in there looking cute as a button. Kenya talking about Sasquatch. I say, girl, you always trying to go to a Sasquatch when somebody talks. Madam, you're not exactly minuscule. Let's tell the truth, shame the devil. And you just barely got that weight back off you. Stop that. But anyway, the models get there, and Candy was like, look, I know what everybody's thinking, but I wasn't involved in this. And I was glad that Candy cleared her name because she knew everybody was going to blame her for this. I don't know why Sheree decided to go the naked route. I'm not sure what made her do that, but that's what she decided to do. Here come the naked models. Candy was in her element because we did see Candy over there spanking that girl model on the butt, which was weird. It was weird. Yeah, Candy went too far. That was nasty for no reason. Yeah, her mama was right. Child, mamas be right a lot of times, whether we listen or not. Lala said exactly, I feel bad for Drew this time around. Oh, yeah. For real, Marlo looked freaking great when she walked in there. She might have been on my nerves, but we ain't gonna pretend like the heifer wasn't put together. She looked nice. She's not overweight. Marlo looks really great. She's not a bad looking woman at all. Okay. He said all that lady did was a free Google search on Drew, and then she was trying to present it as receipts. I agree with that because like it was messy, it was tacky. That it wasn't giving. It was not giving what she thought it was gonna get. I'm gonna say that. But yeah, Candy up there spanking the girl on her butt. Lisa Wu came in, naked folks everywhere hugging on each other. It was just weird. Um, Drew asked Sanya about her little nasty comment she made to her husband, and it was talking about and then she tried to flip it like Ralph said something mean to her, like y'all don't do enough. That ain't what that man said. He was like, hey, we busy too, like probably more busy than y'all, probably, but you can still have a baby. First of all, who told you to go approach somebody's husband on your own? You and this girl weren't even really talking like that at the moment, but you felt comfortable to go walking up on her husband. Everybody ain't even cool with that. And then when you do, you ask his opinion about something and get mad at the opinion. It's like she looking for somebody to fight with. I want y'all to get rid of Sanya 1 3/4. I'm tired of 1 3/4. Tired. So if y'all remember last episode after Drew's event, remember they had that whole conversation that when something happened, we'll talk about it immediately. So that's what Drew tried to do. Just tell her, hey, I heard about that and asked a comment. I ain't really like it. Whoop de whoop. Here comes Sanya. Well, I didn't mean that to be shady. I'm just saying you can't tell us we ain't busy. And she was like, But that's not what happened. So she stormed off. Drew was like, I was just trying to tell her the truth. Sanya don't want to hear the truth. She don't want to tell the truth. She's just like Fatoon. Both of them can hold hands and lead together. Lala says, sometimes Kenya gives me slightly overweight mannequin tees, just pretty and stiff. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Say Fatoon was kind of giving me witch doctor vibes. Oh yeah, I wasn't digging her at all. Sanya was wrong for approaching Rev. Yes, she was. There's a lot of women ain't really with that. She better watch her. Her mama had warned her. The preacher had already sent word. Vanessa said, I'm over who that. She's so thirsty. Yeah, who that is sickening. Sick of who that, also known as 1 3/4, also known as strong nose, also known as Sonya Richards. Okay? So anyway, she walks off. And that was the end of that. By then, Kenya already about on drunk on glass number 4. She was already good and tipsy. Marlo went out to wash her hands, running the candy, and started talking to her, telling her about the boys and what she going through, and told her she put them boys out and all that, and talking about she drinking more, crying more, getting therapy, all this stuff. So they had a moment, they hug it out. Candy was like, because I almost was ready to just cut you off because you was acting so bad or whatever. So they go for dinner. Y'all know Sheree know how to do an event. When she do one, she do one. Now, unless it's a fashion show. Now, if it's a fashion show, don't be mad. You already know what it is. But if it's something else, Sheree can do it. Sheree had lobster and snapper and all that good food and stuff and wine for the people. And they decided to play the Say Something Nice game. Now, I ain't never heard of this game. Y'all know I love a game. I thought it was cute. I thought that was adorable. They was going to go around, say something positive. Everybody going to say, yes, queen, or whatever. And I thought that was adorable. Okay? Let me see. Deborah says, didn't Sanya tell her business to both Ralph and Drew? She did. And she approached her husband first. That was just out of order in my opinion. Lala says Sonya need a moment trying to make fetch happen. Ross is getting under my skin. She can go today or tomorrow. Just go. Yes, she does need to just go, and that's a fact. Allie said, was that science? Was supposed to, I guess was that scene? Did you mean scene? Was supposed to be Kenya being the moment, being a sloppy drunk? I don't know, but I enjoyed her drunk. I have no complaints. She can be drunk every episode. Yeah, who that and Fahu can both go. Yeah, he said Fahu. He said Fahu. It's facts. And let me go on and put this link so that way if y'all want to come kick it, you can. And I hope you do, because I want to hear what y'all got to say, because y'all got me over here reading Rainbow like LeVar Burton. Y'all cold blooded. So anyway, so they sitting up there, like y'all say, Kenya's drunk, everybody saying something nice. Drew failed. Drew was not good at the say something nice game. Talking about something, I'm on good terms with almost everybody. They gave her a second chance to help her, failed again. And Kenya was hilarious by then. By then, Kenya was freaking hilarious. Because she was like, no, take that first part back. I was dying laughing because I was literally thinking the same thing. Literally thinking she was Drew, take it back. Like, girl, you not good at saying something positive. I know these people picking on you, but girl, come on. Anyway, she said, I love everybody. I even love my enemies, which is a good thing. And child, that's when, yes, reading Rainbow, because that's what y'all be doing to me. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. That's what y'all do to me. LeVar Burton, actually, straight up. It's cool though, because I love y'all, because that's what she say. There you go. Give them the lyrics. Kia, take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. Yes. And we ain't going no further, but that's what y'all do to me every time. But listen, and that's when Lisa Wu was like, look, that's right. Because if you don't forgive them, then you hostage and you holding yourself down and they fine and all the stuff. But you could tell Lisa Wu had a few too. And she was like, you got to let go and free yourself. And she was making a point, and Kenya chimed in, and then she was still talking. And here comes Sanya to try to tell Lisa Wu to shut up. Why is she drunk? Oh, baby. Lisa Wu gave it to Sanya Strong Nose Ross. She gave it to her both barrels, and I was so glad she did. I want her to shut up. Girl, you just getting here. Don't nobody even know you. All your conversations come off like weird old lady in the doctor's waiting room. Stop inserting yourself every time people who actually exist are talking. Sanya is such a non-entity. I am over her. Sick of her. Yeah, Drew ain't want to lie, but you can still say something positive without lying. All she had to say was, you know what, the Lord was good to all of us today. We made it here in one piece. It's such a blessing. And that would have been positive. No, she got to start it off with, well, I'm on good terms with almost everybody. Who asked you to do that? She just came up in there giving us Aunt Esther. Hey, Miss Kaiser, so say, are we going to play Reading Rainbow? Hell no. We play it every time I go live because y'all won't holler at me. Vanessa say she sure did let her have it. Baby, she gave it to her. She gave it to her. Yeah, she got a strong nose. She got that. There go my nephew. I know I can count on my nephew.
I
Hey,
was
boo.
trying to give I was trying to give him some time to come on before me.
You know that. You know how they do you, Annie. You know how they do me. That's all
Nigga.
right. I love them. No, I'm like Drew. I love y'all anyway. But get this. So then after Lisa Wu got her, Sonya sitting over there acting like Lisa Wu was doing too much. Girl, you was doing too much. Stop trying to insert yourself. I'm so over her. And then baby drunk Kenya came through for the win, didn't she?
Oh, I
Baby,
loved her.
she went to busting, she bust Fatums, whatever the hell her name is. She busted her out, told it, and you could tell the rest of them got so quiet. They was as quiet as a tomb because you could tell they did not want Kenya to tell it. And I feel like Candy and the rest of them got quiet because they were scared. They were scared that drunk Kenya was gonna tell what they said too.
Uh-huh.
Did you get that feeling when they got quiet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I felt that same way. Everybody was a little nervous. You don't know what a drunk mouth might say.
Man, look, they was sitting there like, man, can you finna tell on everybody? I know Candy ain't wanted to come out. She making comments talking about people credit. And you know you don't know nothing about that girl credit.
Right,
Say
unnecessary.
Lala say Sonya make you want to give her the church pinch or drag her by her ponytail so she can leave whatever event she at. For real. Hey Obi. Yeah, man, that thing was funny. And then that's when the girl, kept trying to, do her thing and plead her case, and it wasn't giving. And I believe sis in the chat is right. She probably did a Google search because you can
Yeah,
you
that
can
was a,
Google search people and get aliases and stuff. She did that herself.
but that was such a weird comment. What about your one-time interaction with Drew would cause you to want to do an investigation on the lady's life?
Nothing. She went straight Karen because this lady checked her. And here we go again with Sheree, with non-black people siding up against black folks. That's just what Sheree do.
Right,
You remember
yeah.
when she did that with KKK Kim?
Right.
You remember that? Child Obi say Sonya is getting obsessed with feuding with Drew. She sure is.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's sick at this point. Leave that girl alone. If you don't like her, leave her alone with your little weird self. Because Drew really wasn't bothering with her. She the one that came up to Drew last episode, like, well, our husbands get along and let's be cool and we'll talk if anything happen. We'll just talk it out.
Yeah, at this point just leave me alone. Let's just sit
Yeah,
in the scene together. We ain't got to talk.
at all. At all. Hold on,
There's
we got
something wrong with you.
somebody mic off. Turn your mic on, boo. Kimberly.
Hi,
Hey love, how you doing?
What's up?
I'm good.
What you think about these crazy women?
Oh my God, I don't know who makes me more sick, Marlo or Sanya.
Ooh, well, let it rip because they both got on my nerves this episode. Hey, Escromarty.
Hello, hello.
Marlo
Hello,
with
my
you
brother.
kicking your boys out after all this season. I had to hear about her and her damn foster kids and her living in a foster home. You don't want to give your foster kids used clothes, but you're going to kick your nephews
Mm-hmm.
out. Your nephews are going through something because of you. You know your sister is mentally ill. Why would you make those boys talk to her? Do you think that they're going to break her mental illness and make her straight?
That's a
Mm.
good
This
point. That was not a
this
good
lady,
move. You
I
right.
know. This lady's willing to sit in jail for another year instead of getting mental health. You going to put the stress on her boys to make her get help when you already know she's mentally ill?
Right.
Yeah,
She shouldn't
Marlo
have
is
done that.
just crazy. And Sanya just makes me sick. She's worse than Drew last year. She's done something I didn't think could happen. She's making me like Drew.
I like
Me
Sanya.
too. Me too.
Yeah, yeah.
And like to be honest, like I didn't really dislike Drew last season. What I didn't like was how she came in, her and Ralph with that fake storyline that he went to Tampa or he went out of town for 3 days and she didn't know where he was, and it was smoothed over that quick. Like that never happens.
Well, I don't even know if that's real or fake, but Drew seems like a dumb woman that would not, after he told her to stop bothering him about it, that probably would keep quiet about it. She seems like that kind of person. So I don't know if it's real or fake, but Drew got on my nerves last year, was just going after Kenya and saying stuff like Kenya was picking on her. She didn't hear nothing Kenya said to after the show aired. So you only went after Kenya because you were just crazy. And if Marlo mentions Mark again, oh my God, I think my head will explode. I'm so sick of hearing about that. Marlo, who wants you? Who's tried to marry you? Who's trying to make you a mother? Who's trying to make you a girlfriend? Who is even trying to make you a public side chick? Like, shut up. I'm so sick of that. I hate when women say that. Men are not dogs. It's not like you put a leash on him and he can stay in your house and you can keep him. Ain't no man can keep kept unless he wants to be kept. Stop
You
saying that. The
you better
prettiest
preach,
women in the
girl.
world can get cheated on just as bad as the ugliest woman in the world. The best woman in the world could get cheated on. Stop saying that. Oh, you can't keep a man. It's not a dog. They don't get kept. You don't collar them and keep them in your house. If they want to stay, they want to stay.
That's right, girl.
Marlo just makes me sick. I don't know what they
Listen,
were thinking about giving that girl a peach.
I'm just listening because I was enjoying you getting it all
Yeah.
out.
Right.
Because I'm just like, it's just like I've been watching this season, and this season is actually to
Not
me
one
it's
lie
been
told.
really good because it's been
Mhm.
like the old way where they just shade each other but then still hang out. But like Marlo's just going too far. Like it's
Yeah.
just too much. Like she's acting like she's married and she's successful and she's got kids and she's got this great life that she can look down on everybody. She picks with Kenya because Kenya had a horrible childhood just like her, but Kenya is thriving. She doesn't have to sleep with old men to get money. She's
Yep.
somebody. She was
Mhm.
somebody before Real Housewives. She'll be somebody after Real Housewives. She is history.
Mhm.
Like, what are you?
She has value.
She's Marlo.
She matters. I think the problem with
So old
Marlo is,
men.
but we really don't know that, sis. That's what caused half this problem. Is
But you
that
know
this
it'd be
is
so
that
ended
they
up
sat
if
around speculating and saying all this nasty stuff about this girl. That's why a lot of us don't have no sympathy now that she's being nasty because they done spent all
you
these seasons calling this girl a call girl, prostitute, lady of the
I
evening, and
I
they can't
understand
point
that.
to one person she slept with. That's not
I
nice.
understand that. But they call Kenya more whore for how many years?
Will,
And how y'all proved that she was a whore? Because you didn't. And Marlo, all you have
are
to do
you
is say,
sure?
well,
Can,
Marlo, all she
can
has
we
to
not point to the married man that bought her house? Or are we
what
gonna
whore
pretend
house?
that didn't happen?
What whore house?
Can you? Are we gonna pretend?
Kenya bought her own house.
You mean no, doll. She bought this house, the one prior to that Mike Tyson bought while he
Uh
was
oh.
still married. Are we gonna pretend that didn't happen? Are we gonna pretend that that Haitian man down there in Florida wasn't married with a
Uh oh.
pregnant white wife that she was messing? We gonna okay, all right. If we pretended, okay.
Well, I don't know all that. But what I do know is, Marlo, if you had a job, if somebody's calling me a hoe and I have a job, this is what I do for a living. This is how I got this. Marlo has came out of her mouth and said, I've sucked a lot of dick to get what I want. Have
Oh,
you ever heard Kenya say that? Marlo's came out of her own mouth and said that.
don't say that. Not
Lord.
She
us.
said that herself. And
I
they
knew
played it
she
again
said
this
it, baby.
season,
Listen,
too.
you got to use euphemisms on the porch.
I'm
We don't.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Ooh, girl, you gave me a hot flash. I said, wait a minute, Kim. Hold on. Okay.
But Marlo has bragged on this. So it's not like They just
Right.
speculating this. She has thrown this out of her own mouth and said this and bragged how she was with a man to get her townhouse and how she was with a man to get her mama a townhouse. She said this out of her own mouth many
Right.
of
But
times.
what I'm saying is, it's like we don't know that she's sleeping with old men. We really don't know. We know this lady had a boutique. Actually,
Well,
she
she
had the
did say she slept with an
she
old billionaire and he gave her an allowance and stuff.
right.
And she came out of her mouth and said she got them townhouses for her and her mama.
I
She's sleeping with
remember
men.
that. But what I'm saying is we don't know if she slept with old men, young men. Like I just
What
don't
boutique Marlo got?
actually pump brakes. Marlo had that boutique before she met the billionaire. That's actually where she met the billionaire. Was at a
And who's shopping at this boutique?
Uh-oh.
um it was
Marlo is a
pimping, it was
scam
selling
artist.
diamond goods.
Go. Have
And
you went to
Marlo is
Marlo's
actually known
website?
in Atlanta.
Have
Marlo's
you went to
actually
her
known.
website for her Marlo thing for her charity?
Why would I do that? I ain't got no
Just
money to
go.
get them people. That
Don't
lady
worry,
said she need new clothes. I
it
ain't got
ain't real. The last post is like 2017. Her
that ain't
pictures
got
are
nothing
from
to
her pictures are
sis,
from
sis,
two
sis.
her
Hold
pictures
on.
are from
That ain't got nothing to do with what
2010.
we talking about. We talking about the fact
I
that
know, but
Marlo
I'm
was
just
being
saying
nasty
Marlo's
to
a
them
scammer.
girls.
I wouldn't be shocked if her foundation was a scam. Marlo's a
That
scammer.
August
Go
was
to
in
that
but
site
that
and look
February.
at
has
it.
not we gonna stay on topic. We can't do the sidebar because we'll never get off from here. I got a man. What I'm saying is we talking about Marlo being nasty to these ladies, and what I'm saying is we don't have sympathy. A lot of us don't have a lot of sympathy for what she's doing to them because they've done the same thing to her.
But Marlo has been
But they
saying this.
grown people. They all grown.
Marlo, whose own mama was on drugs and didn't take care of her, came out of her mouth to another woman and told her, "Well, you know you ain't right if your own mother don't love you." Who loves you, Marlo? Like she says something is wrong with her. She always
And
want to
she's
play, "Oh,
mean.
everybody talks about me," but you do the same thing. You
Yeah,
do. You do the same thing all the
Marlo's
time.
mean. Marlo's
Oh
mean.
my.
I
It's
think
not
I
just
think
mean. It's
I
not
think
just
we can
mean.
all agree on that. Marlo's mean and
I
angry and
know, but
miserable, and she says
if I
nasty
don't want
things.
women to be my friend, if I'm upset with somebody but
Uh
they
huh.
are at the core my friend,
Uh
I
huh.
wouldn't never throw your mother in your face. And I
I
know
mean,
what your
we
issue
wouldn't
is.
do that because we're not mean, miserable people.
Well, that's true too. Marlo
I
just
mean,
needs a
I'm
lot
just
of
saying, like,
therapy.
this isn't about what we would do. I'm simply talking about the show, and
And
on
Candy
this
said she
show,
got rid of them boys for
Marlo
2 months.
Marlo is nasty and mean, and I get all that. Like I said, as far as how she talked to them people, I'm cool with that. Um, I don't really have a problem with it because even swap ain't no swindle. They all grown. But
Right.
I did not like her exposing those boys. I thought that was real wrong.
Not at all.
And I felt like even if she had to send them to her sister for a little while, I don't know. I don't know if I would have mentioned that.
And Candy
I
said
felt
she
like she didn't have
got rid
to
of them for
mention.
2 months.
Yeah, I mean, whether it's 2 months or 2 weeks, if you feel like it's too much, I'm gonna say it again. I'll say it 100 times. I'd rather you move the children out of the situation than to harm a child. Sorry, not
But
sorry.
I'm not
Right.
even sure if it was too much or if it was for a storyline. Like
Well,
I
whatever
wouldn't
the
even put
case
the
may
boys on
be,
camera.
without a lie detector, we have to take what the person said, and
Well, her
that
lips are moving, so I'm gonna go with she lying. But
that would be
I
paying
really don't
attention.
think I would not put those boys on camera. They've been through
I
too
wouldn't have
much.
put him on camera either. I agree. But all right, sis, I love it. Please come back again because I'm
I
glad you
will.
talked to me
Thank
because
you.
don't nobody else talk to me. I'm so glad you came to holler at me. Let me get some more opinions real quick. But
Okay.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you, sis.
Okay.
All right. Now, hold on. Who popped up first? King Sankara, what you got?
I'll go last, auntie.
Okay. Y'all know I want to get everybody's opinion in. Sis was strong, baby. She's
Yeah, she
sick of
was strong.
Marlo.
She
She
had
She's
an
went
sick of
high.
opinion.
Marlo. But tell me, give me what you got. Give me what you got.
Okay. Let's start with Sheree. That cry.
Oh Lord, the cry.
That cry.
Give it to me. What you think about this cry, man?
I started laughing. I, I said, Sheree, this is what we're gonna do to keep your peach.
Right.
Have your daughter come up here talk about positions.
Yeah, that was weird.
And
Marilyn, don't go.
the timely placed message to read her business out on a podcast like that. I'm like, okay,
That, I don't know. The whole thing seems so manufactured.
it did.
It seems so manufactured. Even that so-called breaking news, that wasn't even breaking news. Like, what was
Breaking
that?
where?
It's like they gave they. It wasn't that much screen time, but this is double the screen time that she's gotten the whole season, and she still gave us nothing but a messy French braid and a bad fake cry. Like that was crazy.
It was too much. Drew, like I said in the comments, I have like a soft spot for her now because she's given like she reminds me of Portia when she first came in. How Portia was just slow, stupid,
Hmm.
and I don't know why, but I have a soft spot for slow, stupid people on reality TV.
Really, do tell.
When everybody's against them, yes, because I don't like the bullying thing either. So
I think that's what's getting me as Cromartie is that I don't like bullies.
like if she
Like,
was just like a wreck and messy, I wouldn't care. But it's the
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just like at the end of the day, I'm not real cool on bullying people. I'm not. Like same thing happened with Potomac. Y'all know I don't like Candace the squirrel, but like I saw the gang up and I wasn't digging it. It was just way too much.
sorry, this dog started barking. But yeah, too much. What else?
It's
Sanya, I don't
Cromartie,
like
you
Sanya.
sound low. Turn your mic up or something.
Let me hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Allie from Miami, girl, what you got? What you think about this mess?
Uh, this episode was just a hot mess. Marlo's of course doing way too much. I just feel like she's using her nephew for a storyline in the most worst way. I mean, I agree. You know, they're going through a lot, and then for you to possibly give production footage of what's going on, showing all the issues that they're having, and these are not like 3, 4, 5-year-old kids. These kids are like teenagers. They could easily Google and see this in social media, and you're just playing this whole out just for a peach. It's not even worth it.
It's mean. It's really mean.
I mean, to me, that's. I mean, I hope this peach that she wants was really worth it because to me, the price she's paying for it, it feels like it's too much. I mean, we could talk all day about it, but that's something she has to. If she could sleep at night with it, then that's her business. Um, that scene with her and Candy, fake. Sheree, I don't know why Sheree. Oh, for sure. I just wish Sheree realized that she should have just been an event planner because that's the only thing she knows how to do.
Mm.
Is plan a party. It looks fabulous, and she's able to do that. She's done that since season 1. She will
Yeah,
actually be
she's good
successful.
at event planning. She can plan everything but a fashion show. Don't ask her to do no.
Exactly.
Don't
And I
ask her
had,
to do no fashion show.
and
It,
I even had to look online to say, hey, okay, we're halfway through the season. Are you selling something since you have the fashion show? Her website is basically a collage of Photoshop with her being the only model. And the only things being sold is on Etsy. I mean, Sheree.
she's selling on Etsy. Girl, get
I,
out of here. Get out of here right now.
I, I had to, and I'm like,
Did you
Sheree,
say Etsy?
yes, that's the only thing I could see by she by not on Amazon, not on Walmart, Etsy, not even on
Uh-uh.
eBay, not even on eBay.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah, um,
Okay, so now let me. I got three people here. I can get three different opinions real quick. Yeah, it ain't got to be quick, but I gotta know. You so crazy talking about Marlo can't read. I don't believe she reads so well either. But I ain't gonna pick out. I don't know what her shortcomings are with that. But get this. What was y'all impression of Sheree, her witch doctor friend Fatums or whoever, with the coochie
Who?
incense scene, the squatting over the coochie smoke? Like what was this about? This confused me so bad. Drew had me hollering, talking about something. This is real witchcrafty. Like this is giving me black magic. They got a whole what that girl said. They got a whole ritual going on, and she stayed the
Voodoo
hell
shit.
away from
Yeah,
there.
she got me.
What was y'all thinking? Escramati, I know you got an opinion. What was you thinking about the coochie scene? The coochie
It
smoke?
was giving real voodoo. I was like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anything like that before, and I take it nobody in the chat has either.
Yeah, I ain't never even heard of that. And I done heard of some stuff. I ain't never heard of that. Yeah, girl, she said Etsy now.
Yes. I mean, for me, that scene, there had to be drunk because I wouldn't even think of doing it. I'm like, I'm surprised she was afraid that she's gonna burn herself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, what are you doing? But I have to say something. I don't understand Andy Cohen and his obsession with what's going on between these women's legs. Because like every single way he could sit down there and sexualize women, especially black women, he just rides on it like a horse. It's getting annoying.
Oh yeah,
Eh,
you can tell
But
in the
can we blame
memes.
Andy for this? They brought in a whole witch doctor.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's Sheree friend. That ain't Andy friend.
The witch.
I mean, it's that bad. You have no content. That's the best you could do. That is sad. Just please. I mean, at this point, if they cancel the series, I'm not even going to be sad because you obviously have nothing to talk about.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like, okay, aside from Drunk Kenya, because like I said, Drunk Kenya made my night. Got done and Drunk Kenya saved this whole episode. This whole episode was a floater. It should have been flushed. But got done and Drunk Kenya saved them. Until they brought out the coochie incense. Okay? Use what you say, Auntie. They do it in the Middle East. Someone in Dubai did it. I heard a review about it. I don't care where they do it. That still look like witchcraft. They got witches in Dubai. They got their own witches. Witches got passports. They travel these days. They don't just stay in a shack in the back of the woods. That just really bugged me out. Right. There you go. Deborah say that was absolutely witchcraft. Drew was right. And because okay, did y'all hear what she said, what she told Candy? And she was like, you got to have some hair. You need the hair. Like it's gotta be some hair down there for it. I was like, oh hell
Hmm.
no.
Yeah, yeah, I heard
Hair,
that part.
spaghetti. Uh-uh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, nephews. I'm sitting there like Sheree finna go to bed, a whole chicken finna crawl out from between her legs. This is finna go wrong.
Now,
I don't want to see this. I wasn't ready.
I have another question. Since we're going to mention the whole coochie ritual thing, if she's able to do that, then why are you scared of Drew coming at you and feel like you have to go and do a fake?
Get a fake detective
Yeah, like couldn't you just pick up
because
some
she wasn't
stuff?
scared. It's called a lie. She ain't scared. She ain't scared. It was a
She
lie.
was assaulted.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
she
was
she
insulted. Oh,
charged me. She attacked
Yeah,
me.
right.
these trigger
Fine,
words
yeah,
that they like to use. Thank you.
thank you. And furthermore, that the fact that she's showing us that she got some witchcraft tendencies, that's why that preacher picked up on her and sent
Hmm.
word to her mama.
Right,
Because
Hmm.
she
discernment.
playing with them
Hmm.
spirits. She playing with them spirits.
Oh,
Huh.
that's not good.
Okay, but I'm gonna say this: birds of a feather flock
Right.
together. Let me find out Sheree dealing in witchcraft too.
Well, you saw your drunk Kenya run over there and play with it, and they didn't teach her down at that Jehovah Witness meeting she was going to as a
Yeah,
kid or
they
whatever.
forgot to tell her that.
Yeah, you don't go and play with witchcraft, baby. I don't care how drunk you get.
Yes, the chocolate sunshine, a whole chicken gonna crawl out. And this is the thing. This
Angel
is the
blood.
problem. Kenya is from up top. She down there in Georgia, but she from Detroit. I don't think they understand that witchcraft is for real like that up there. And
Uh-huh.
I'm with Drew. I know I'd have been at that table. Hell, I might have left that whole house for them,
Right.
knowing me. I'd have been like, "Ooh, something in my throat. I got to go.
They gonna get the drinking blood, and I ain't got time for all
Hello,
that.
good night.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't finna come brush nothing on my arm. make all my hair fall out or something. Get away from me. I ain't got time. Uh-uh.
Fatima cooking spaghetti.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah. Oh,
Please don't start cooking the spaghetti. Please. But that's the thing. And it's like, Lord Chocolate Sunshine says Sheree better be careful. I agree. But this is my thing. My concern with it, or question rather, not even concern, but question. Do y'all think that's why she automatically was trying to go at the girl? Because at first I thought maybe she was just doing, oh, what a cute little puppy. But I thought at first she was doing that because she was like trying to take up for Sheree and doing too much. But do you think she probably went at that girl because maybe the devil in her didn't like that Drew was saved? Or what
I mean, I would love to give her that much credit, but these folks are so thirsty to be on TV. They'll find any reason to throw shade or a jab on someone. That's just kind of the MO to be on reality TV. I just need to throw shade
yeah,
at her.
but
So I'm giving her that's
uh-uh.
giving her way too much credit.
I ain't giving her no credit. A witch is a witch is a witch. And I don't put nothing past a witch. Nothing.
She probably sensed the spirit on her when they were sitting at
I
that
think
tea party.
so. I think so. Because it had to be something real deep for the preacher to send word. See, y'all don't understand how deep that be. When a preacher that ain't even in the same city with you send word for you, it's something going on. I done had that happen.
Hmm.
That lady is more evil than you thinking, Ellie. For real. She more evil than you thinking. She looked like a clown. But that
Yes, she
thing
did.
there, she evil.
Looked like a clown and talked like a clown.
Hello, good night. And it looked like some clown pants she had on because they was pulled all the way up underneath her bosom. I didn't understand what was happening with her outfit. I didn't. I was confused as hell. Something was wrong with that situation. Chocolate Sunshine, you say you withdrew, you gone. I'm telling you, I probably would have left that whole house. Right, Deborah, the mama was right the whole time. I ain't got time for that. Vanessa says she was repulsed by the Jesus in Drew, period. You know that's all it takes. Deborah picking at me about them chickens, but I'm for real. You'll never have me lay down and all kind of barnyard critters come crawling between
That
my legs. No, I'm straight. Hey,
might be
hey,
why
hey.
that man left. Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead, baby.
I said that might be why that man left her at, because we don't know if this was Sheree's first time having the insect going up a pocketbook.
Oh
That
my.
Right.
might be why the man left. Hey, you said might be the lady might be messing her up
She might be. She might be twisting and pretending to help her.
because she definitely was giving me that lady in what was it, Ruby D and Eve's Bayou vibes.
Ooh, you sure right. Lord, y'all look at y'all sister. Lala talking about Hilda better keep her trickery to herself.
Not
Broom
Hilda.
Hilda. You crazy, man. But for real, I didn't like that element. I just feel like it's becoming more and more prevalent. Like he was saying, it's more accepted now. Like people ain't hiding. The witches used to hide. You had to know somebody who knew somebody to find the witch. Now the witches got websites. They got a Facebook page. They on Instagram.
There's a whole
They on the
sector on YouTube.
housewives. They doing coochie incense on TV. Like it's just too much. Right, Jay Delaray. That lady was definitely a witch. Look, I ain't built for it. I ain't built for it. And some of y'all that know me for real, know I'm ignorant. And I keep blessed oil in my purse. I'd have slung that oil at that heifer and ran. I'd have threw it like a hand grenade and took off. Find the hole. Out of there. Matter of fact, I'd have just matter of fact, I don't even think I would have just took some oil in my hand and threw it escramarty. I probably just would have took the cap off and threw the whole bottle at her and just took off out the front door and hope it held up back till I could get in my car. Uh-uh. I wasn't ready for none of it. So, okay, King Sankar, give me your overall opinion, whole episode. What you think? Pass or fail? A through F, pass or fail. What grade you give?
uh, a B.
A
A
You
C
B.
plus. A C plus. A C plus.
C plus? Okay. Allie, what's your grade for these crazy people?
I give it a D.
I can see that. I
I
can
mean,
see that.
I like you said before, the only saving grace in that whole episode was drunk Kenya. After that, everything was just in the pits.
Yes, drunk Kenya saved the episode. She sure did. She did. And not only was she funny when she fell on that floor, was like, yeah, sloppy drunk. Fell on the floor. I said, yes, sir. And then she got up talking about, is my wig straight? I
Yeah, it
died.
it kind of gave a little bit of old housewives where she got drunk and was just making fun of herself, but everything else was just cringeworthy.
It was
Like,
And,
so much
and
fun.
produced.
yeah,
Oh, man. And real quick, though, did y'all see how Marlo almost ruined the vibe? Everybody having a good time. And she talking, I'm glad she can acknowledge her wig. Like, girl, shut up.
Right,
God
It's
Sasquatch.
always
dang,
that
you
one person.
miserable cow. Everybody having a good time here. You, I'm glad she can acknowledge her wig because she would have been mad before. Shut up. She ain't mad now. Okay? She drunk and she happy. Why you not drunk? Why you not happy?
because Marlon's incapable of being happy.
I want her to truly, truly, truly get out of the foster home because that's where she's at. Marlo never left the foster home, y'all. She's still in there.
And she
I
would
mean,
have, she had the potential. She has the potential of being a really good person. You can see it.
Like a happy Marlo could be a cool person, but
Hmm.
Yeah. But she is, I'm telling you, some people get stuck in their trauma. And I really believe Marlo is one of them people. She's still that same little mad, angry, overly defensive, aggressive girl that's stuck in the darn foster home.
right.
Hey MJS, you say Sheree down with money rituals according to Nigerians. Which Nigerians? To get She by Sheree line launched. Well, if she doing money
With
rituals to get it launched, then apparently she need to fire her. She need to fire whichever DBS she
It
went
ain't
to
working.
because clearly it ain't launched.
It ain't working.
no, it's not. I
So
mean,
whoever
Has
said that
failed.
about her probably lying on her. I think the only witch she know is the witch she brought on that show.
That was a
Obi
witch.
say the voodoo person who predicted Sheree's no man life was that a curse? Only God knows. Right? We don't know. We don't know. They be killing me doing all that old crazy stuff. Deborah say, I don't want to hear another word about Bolo. I give this episode a D.
It
Yeah,
was
I'm like,
done.
why do
yeah,
they have to bring Bolo? Like, is that he's definitely not Bolo? Like, oh my God.
Bolo was a
Until she
one-time
got drunk,
thing.
she wasn't fun. Lala say Marlo act like one of them disgruntled teenagers on Mari who refuses to listen. That's who she is.
And
And
I
she's
believe
still
she would
that
go
way.
under the belt with them kids if they come at her weird. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see
for
her
real.
going below the belt for them nephews, like towards them nephews.
But that's why I'm saying it was better for her, regardless of how we feel about it, how it looks, the optics. It was better. It was the most responsible thing that she has done regarding those boys was to get them away from her.
I
They
because if you put
really,
a hole in
yeah,
my
I
wall, you
agree.
got to go.
I
You,
agree
straight
with
up.
that.
it
I
would have been a different story.
yeah. I mean,
Just
I
for
agree
Marty,
with that.
how you grade this episode before I
Uh,
get at it?
well, I agree with
What's your grade?
from
What
my
grade
a
you give
D. D for dumb. Rude. D for drunk Kenya, because that was the only thing that was good about the episode. So yeah, D.
them? A D. Yeah, I wanted. You know what? Overall, it was a D. Drunk Kenya saved him, gave him a C minus, in my opinion, because and only because one, that fall on the floor, that slam on the floor was it. The adjusting of the wig herself was comedy gold, and the fact that she busted out the witch for talking about her and made the rest of them heifers nervous because they was worried about what else drunk Kenya was gonna say. To me,
Okay.
that right there got him to a C minus for me.
D. I was about to say I'm gonna grade it on a curve with the
Hmm.
season. It's about a C and a B when you grade it,
Yeah, on the
based
curve.
on the season. Yeah,
What curve?
the season as a
This whole
season.
season is garbage.
Yeah, the season is straight. The season is a floater. It needs to be flushed. Um, but this one, I don't know. It was something about Drunk Kenya. Drunk Kenya saved the episode. I know her fans like to run around. Oh, she carrying the show. Not at all. But today was the first day I could say that help was she carried the episode. She did that and saved it in the bottom of the ninth too. because the show was almost over. In the bottom of the night, she came through with 7 drinks, a slam on the floor, a crooked wig, and put things in order. She did that.
I forgot what did Candy say. What happened with the intruder? I forgot what said with the
She
resolution for
said
that.
she said that this boy had jumped the fence because she's in a gated community. So he jumped the fence,
Hmm.
came to her fence, to jump across her fence, told a girl Trina that worked for her, "Oh, I know her," and he was there to see Candy, and she said, "It's not Candy's house or whatever. Get him to go." Um, he eventually left. She called the police. The police called him or whatever, and they gave him a trespass. So they trespassed him. That's all.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
So Candy and Todd had to leave because of that.
All right. Toddler like to be real dramatic, child.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He needs to look useful.
Yeah,
Okay, I
he got
get
to. He got to with them little bitty legs.
It's his
Don D
complex.
say if the ship sinking is sinking, no one, not even Nene, can save the show. What saves this show is Shanitra's live, in my opinion.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
listen. Don't make me think I'm saving them because I don't want to save them. I don't want to save them. Lord, look at Deborah Randall. Y'all get y'all sister. She talking about
exactly.
D for drunk Kenya. Exactly.
Hmm.
Man, drunk Kenya saved them. We need to get something in her contract where she gets 7 drinks per episode.
it.
She gets an extra 250 if you drunk that episode. You get a little extra
That's what I'm
250.
talking about. Run up a bag. Yo, what is what I know good and well. I looked away from the comments. I know we ain't got no xenophobia in my chat. I know we ain't got that in my chat. Let's leave Nigeria out of it. Because that lady that was being a witch was not Nigerian. Sheree is not Nigerian. I ain't seen Sheree with no Nigerians. I ain't heard no stories about her being at no shrine. She ain't talked to no Dibias, no Babas, no nobody. So unless we know something, like, let's not do that, please. Thank you. That's
We
all I'm
definitely
saying.
know.
Let's not do the xenophobia. Y'all know we don't play like that over here. But what you
And
were
we,
saying?
and we definitely know that Sheree don't talk to no financial advisor about her business that
At
keeps
all.
failing.
At all. That's why I said like
Mm-mm.
that, the money rituals with some Nigerians that help her launch She by Sheree, they need to be fired. They need to be fired. It ain't been launched. It's been all these years. She done did 2 fashion shows, only one that had actual fashions, and we still ain't got no items. We ain't got no launch. We ain't in no stores. We ain't on no website. You can't get the yoga mat, the water mug. You can't get a She by Sheree scrunchie right now.
Can't even get a pin.
I mean,
She
it's
by
really
her
bad when Robin's able to pull out products on her website.
Mm-mm. Can I get a bumper sticker or something?
Something.
I mean, seriously. I mean, it's been what, 14 years, Sheree? 14 years? We can't
I,
get a t-shirt?
yeah, I mean, Sheree is not good at this. Sheree good at throwing parties now.
She should be an event planner for real.
She
For real.
need to she need to play to her strength. If Sheree play to her strength and do the party planning, man, Sheree make a gang of money. That lady know how to throw a party. The food gonna be right, decor is gonna be right, venue gonna be everything gonna be right. You're not gonna find nothing wrong with a Sheree party.
She's been doing it wrong. She should have did the fitness thing before Phaedra even tried it, and she should have be an event planner.
Thank you, Dundee. But yeah, she should have been an event planner. She missed her calling. I don't know why she want to do
What's the call?
fashion. First of all, Sheree not even that fashionable, so I'm not sure what even made her think that. Lord Lala said it says a lot that she was able to finish Chateau Thelma, aka Neverland, as Nene said before her clothing line. Right, because she took forever with that.
And Tyrone helped on that, didn't
Oh, you meant like the Nigerian movie? She looked like she was trying the rituals. Oh, I dig you, baby. I dig you. But I wasn't even talking about your comment. I was laughing about. I was talking about our other sisters. Like, let's not go down that road because we don't want to offend nobody. But I dig what you're saying. She did look like she was doing something in one of them movies, squatting over that smoke. That was weird. Did you see how she was squatting like she was trying to go to the bathroom? or like
Mm-hmm.
she had a log that wouldn't fall off, and
Trying to
it was
lay
like
an egg.
shingles, or she needed to pinch it off. I don't know what that little squat was, but it was weird. It was really weird, and it was really bad because ain't no telling what that lady was introducing into their womb and stuff while they up there
Yeah.
squatting and wriggling and thrusting. That was the
And,
strangest, most
and
confusing.
you
What you
saw
think?
she said smell it.
Yeah, go
Mm.
tell Candy to smell it. Candy was like, "What's that?" and scrunched up her nose. And she said something about some coochie smoke. She said, "See it." She said, "Incense to smell like coochie."
And, and
Candy
as
have no
perverse as
idea what that lady was talking about. It was so funny.
Candy is, she wasn't even down with it. That's when I knew it was wrong.
That's how you know you went too far. Cause Candy like to do nasty stuff. She don't want to be no witch.
Yeah, she,
She ain't trying to be no witch. She just said she want to spank a girl on the booty in your living room. That's all she
right,
want to do.
right. She
She
ain't
don't
trying
want
to
to be
go.
no witch. This episode was crazy. Like that
It
whole last
was.
scene was all over the place. Y'all talking about people doing fake FBI and screenings and detective agency stuff and calling people husbands. Danielle, we got people talking about credit. We got
Yeah.
Guys,
witches in another
queens.
room and witches out here. We got squat thrust and
You think
straight up,
they do that
man.
because they have
That,
nothing else to do? Talk about Drew,
They were doing a lot in this
or is it
yeah,
too
episode.
easy? Because I'm trying to figure out why do they do this every as every episode? They do this behind her back every episode.
Who
for
drew?
fact.
Yeah, like they just go in. I
Oh
said it
yeah,
must
because
be easy.
it's easy.
Yeah,
She's the
fam, you
easiest
knew I was
target.
gonna speak on that. You already knew. You
Low
listen. You
hanging
ain't got
fruit.
nothing to worry about over here. Anytime something goes sideways, I'm gonna speak on it. Okay, always, always, and forever. That. Thank you. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely. You ain't saying nothing wrong. That's why I put a stop to that before it got out of control because I saw where it was going. Um,
Did anybody watch Married to Medicine? I don't know if I wanted to watch
You
that.
know
I
I ain't,
watched.
you know I'm never watching Married to Medicare. I'm not supporting them whores. I'm not
Mm.
talking about it on my channel. Ain't nothing about
Oh,
that welcome on my porch.
we'll
They
just
did
leave it at
that black
that.
woman wrong. They stole from her, and I'm not supporting them tramps. I hope
Easy.
every last one of them stub their pinky toe on the foot of their bed when they get up to go to the bathroom at 3 in the morning. That's what
Every
I got
night.
for this.
And that's on that. Okay.
And that's on everything. Nothing for them.
There's
Because I
nothing
don't believe in
missing.
that.
Yeah,
What you
at
Who
this
can I
time,
say?
listen, Married to Medicine, it's the same
can I
foolishness.
can I
It's
say
the
this?
same foolishness. It's the same
Yeah, baby. What you
foolishness.
King St. Car, what you finna say?
I didn't want to say it, but Escramati said it earlier.
Mhm.
Sheree cry did make me laugh. And
Y'all
the
terrible.
the last time somebody cried made me laugh on this show, and this gonna sound real bad, is when you remember Kenya had the first dog Velvet,
Yes.
and remember the dog killed Velvet and she,
Yes, I remember that.
oh, that was an ugly long cry. Oh man, that one. Look, that, and when Marlo went to crying after she chased Nene around the baseball park.
That was funny too. That was funny.
When
I
I
think
That
said,
was
seeing Nene cry is
I
just
can't
rough.
believe I trusted her. You just act like you're about to beat this lady up 5 minutes ago.
yeah, now you run around crying.
Right. And she
Oh
from
my lord.
Florida. You know she had a little blade on her.
Clearly, clearly. And that's why Nene was getting the hell away from that fool.
You ain't about to cut my
But
face.
thank you. You ain't finna cut me. And we know you a blade runner, girl. You got charges.
A slasher, a
Hmm.
night slasher. I don't trust that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yo, y'all remember that from SpongeBob? The hash slinging slasher?
With that spatula.
Yes, the hash slinging slasher. But yeah, Married to Medicare is never gonna be welcome on this channel. I don't say nothing about Married to Medicare at all. I hope they get canceled. I hope their lights get turned off. I hope their last pack of lunch meat go bad in their refrigerator. I don't wish nothing good for them. I don't play them games. You don't do a sister like that. I don't care if you don't like her. You don't do that. And the fact that them people did that and they was celebrating it, they was cool with it and participating in it. Hell no. You're
Yeah.
not Queen Mermaid. Deborah talking about Poe Velvet. I'm through.
Oh, well.
Not Poe Velvet. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible. That girl was distraught over Velvet. And Esmeralda, you actually laughed at her when she was crying about Velvet. Oh my goodness. I'm
Man.
gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. Okay. So now we done talk this thing till it's finished.
Yeah, the
Final
only thing
thoughts.
left
What
is the
y'all
trailer.
think about the upcoming episode?
Oh, I didn't see the preview
So
yet.
Jesus help us, because I don't know.
What's it looking
Well,
like? I didn't see the preview.
now the preview I showed, the preview they showed, it looked like they was in Jamaica. Now I don't know if that's supposed to be the final episode or
No, they did a they this trailer was the what you call the mid-season
oh,
trailer.
that was the mid-season trailer. So I
Yeah,
didn't even, they
Uh,
didn't even show the one for next episode because I know
no.
they
uh,
said something about going to the Blue Ridge Mountains and why you want to go up there for your ears to be popping. I don't know, but that's your business. I guess we'll see. But
Yeah.
so let's talk about that mid-season trailer, shall we? Because that trailer,
right,
it's I don't know now. I don't know now. I seen a lot going on. Now I seen we saw that Marlo mama coming.
right.
Yeah,
Mama Marlo?
Yeah,
yeah,
Mama
Mom.
Marlo is coming.
Oh, Mama Hampton.
Yeah, Mama
First Lady
Marlo is
Hampton.
on the way. She's on the way. So that looked like yeah, Obi. I don't know if it was blazing, but it was a little
It it
warm.
it
Blaze
was
is such a
confusing.
strong word.
It was
Yeah, it
spicy.
was a little warm now.
It
It
was a
was
whole
spicy.
lot going on, a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
It just bounced from argument to argument. Looked like it.
Well, yeah, it was argument on top of argument, but I was interested in who all was arguing. Now I
Yeah,
seen Sanya arguing with Kenya. Then I
mm-hmm.
seen her husband jumping in talking about don't disrespect my wife.
Uh oh.
Right.
And it was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What's going on here? Then it looked like Marlo and Candy was going back and forth. And Candace
Yeah.
talking about she ain't Michelle Obama, you go low, I go low. Like, girl, we know you're not Michelle Obama. Ain't nobody ever gonna mistake you for that.
And no shape or form.
Looked like Marlo was it looked like Marlo and her mama wasn't really on the best of terms either. They hugged, but it
Yeah.
looked like
Then
it was
yeah.
aggressive. Yeah, that was a bit much. Then Tyrone shows up at the blue.
With
Looking
that
dusty or dingy? Or you said
with that
dingy, right?
faded walk.
Yeah, he was dingy. Yes. He showed up with the cat daddy walk, as you say, clearly.
Yeah. Broke down cat daddy walk.
Sure was the one
Stiff.
that they got to wait on that third of the month check.
Right.
Yeah.
Stiff shoulders, hands up in the front while you're walking.
The prison camp walk.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm
I
trying
just,
to tell you.
I'm just finding it funny that production is still making fun of Sheree and her fashion show every chance they get.
Well, they had not in production's defense, and you know I don't defend production. I don't like them either. But production kind of had to show the evolution of this story. They had to because it started back with her with the fashion shows with no fashions. Then they had to move on to, the spring, summer, fall comment on the reunion. Then they had to move it to the present day. So they had to kind of show you where it started. Sheree made fun of herself with this, sis. She caused this. She caused all of this.
So
Nobody
what
else
next?
is to blame.
So next year going to be now that she had a fashion show? Oh, maybe we'll actually get a website with merchandise next year.
Child, I ain't going to that website. I'm not gonna play myself.
Hey,
I'm
but
not.
Auntie, did you catch the clip in the trailer where Marlo was telling them? And I think that's going to be on one of the upcoming episodes because they were
Mhm.
um, that was one of the pictures they had shown while they were filming the stuff that they were
Mhm.
wearing. That was during the little mountain trip. But did you catch what Marlo was saying? She wasn't going to let any of the women there take her away from her nephews, and we
You
can't take
already
away
gave
from
them
them. You
away.
gave them away.
Yeah, I saw that.
I,
Uh,
in, I don't blame Kanan for saying that because Marlo went all over creation, talk about I gave away, I kicked the boys out, I kicked the boys out, I kicked the boys out. Of course, Ken is gonna use that and throw it back at her. You deserve that, Marlo. I mean, you should have took that to your grave.
but that's an attack on
That's
them
true.
boys too. And Kenya didn't like it when people was talking about her mom and her relationship.
That's true. But you know, with that stuff, I don't see no victims. Marlo ain't no victim, and they ain't either. Kenya had every right to serve it right back to her, just like she got every right to serve it. You know what I'm saying? Like once you start that cycle of
Return
everybody
further.
insulting everybody,
Just don't be sensitive about it when it come to you though.
right? That's my thing. Do not be sensitive, honey, because people got a right to return volley. You
Right.
put it across the net, they gonna put it back across the net. Then I don't have a problem with none of it. Kenya wasn't wrong. She wasn't either. They all be saying terrible stuff about each other. Now, I'm interested. I'm interested to see if they let Dwight say anything, y'all, because it looked like Dwight gonna be at this fashion show,
They
and
brought
that's
the white
all I
back.
wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Dwight gave us the line that lives in infamy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing with
The
no
fashion
fat.
show
How
with no
dreadful the
fashion.
fashion
How
show with
dreadful.
no fashions. Okay, Dwight was at the fashion show. His hair on went salt and pepper. He still got on the same foundation and everything on his face. I say
Was the
that
nose looking good, or was the nose still looking disheveled?
that
You
nose was
look
still
better,
pinched. It was still pinched. And I say that is Dwight. That is doggone Dwight, honey. Dwight came. I'm glad that he showed up. I'm
was it?
glad he showed up.
Was it me, or did it look like Deshaun from season one was on there too?
I
I think
think
she
I saw
was.
Deshaun, but you know, Deshaun, in my defense, Deshaun blends in with the wallpaper. I couldn't swear by it, but
Uh-oh.
I saw a blur that resembled what she used to look like.
What they call it, Deshaun Snore.
Yes,
Yeah,
but she was the sweetest little boring thing.
Right.
he
Oh,
was.
she was the sweetest, most precious little adorable, boring girl I've ever seen in my life.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, Dwight
You
had.
joking or you really think you saw in the trailer? Because I really didn't see her.
And there was like a person, like one woman with a Karen looking haircut, and it looked like it was Deshaun Snow.
That's
But you
sad
know,
this lady was
until
on the show. It's sad she was on the show and you gotta say that was a person that
no,
kind of sort of looked
Because
like
we
it might
can't
have been
really
her.
see
If you
her.
put your eyes
yeah,
in the dark, it looked like Deshaun Snow.
Is that
yeah,
the
it
song?
looked like because I can't figure out who else it would be. I mean, there was rumors she was actually at the fashion show, but then somebody's like maybe she wasn't, but she might have.
Yeah,
You
she
know,
just
I
Ray is
blended
desperate to
in.
get anybody.
I know Apollo was there trying to play looked like he was trying to play mediator between Sheree and Tyrone.
It
Or
looked
Ty
that way.
mm-hmm.
Do
It
you
made
think
the
they made
inmate.
it? Do you think they made friends while they was in prison? Did they prison time overlap?
You know, they might have
No,
connected. You know, we both was male names spoken on the show, you know. We
Yeah, because people link up in prison. It happened. Don't laugh at me,
Have been
y'all. I'm
prison
for
pen
real.
pals.
yeah, that's for real. No,
But not even like just dropping a kite. Like they could have ended up at the same facility. Wasn't they both doing federal time?
mm-hmm.
If
I
they
don't
was both in
remember.
the Fed, they could have ended up at the same facility at one point.
Yeah, they probably they probably yeah. Yeah.
But I think, oh yeah, I think they're opening the door up for Phaedra. I can see it.
Well,
Paige is not coming back.
I don't
Phaedra
know
is
because she's been
phenomenal.
given like the reviews from the girls' trip in Dubai. Everybody is feeling Phaedra. I think Bravo might bite the bullet.
I mean, they already giving her a check. Like she's straight, really. Like
Yeah,
by Bravo giving her a check. She on Dubai. She on the Ultimate Girls Trip over on Peacock. They're basically saying we don't have a problem with Phaedra. Like this is really
Just Andy.
giving her their blessing.
yeah. I mean, the best thing is when they did the Ultimate Girls Trip, it allows people that they want on the show back, especially with, like, say, for example, with Phaedra and Candy. They get both of best worlds. You could have Phaedra back on without having to be on Atlanta,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
So you know you don't piss anybody off,
But I feel
and
like
at this point, even if you add Phaedra back to Atlanta, what she's gonna do? She's not gonna save it. It's a
They're
sunken
gonna
ship.
they're gonna bring back freaking Frack. They're gonna try to see if that works. And I don't know if it is gonna work, but I can see them trying to bring them both back at the same
I
time
could see them
together.
trying,
But
but remember now, Phaedra called them people the Titanic. I
Hmm.
she
don't get the
did.
vibe that Phaedra's interested in going back on the sinking ship. Now,
But
Right.
a check is a check now.
a
Face
I
check
it.
is,
just wanna
but they don't even
I
pay like they used to.
I just wanna see her ask Candy, did I lie?
Ooh, hit her with the Nicki Minaj. Did I
Did I
Yeah,
lie?
lie?
yeah, did I lie?
Did I
Did
lie?
I lie? Yes, because like I said, for me, it's gonna always and forever be Phaedra never said she lied.
She
And
Right.
never did.
that right there is what always kept my attention. All this old Candace the victim, my foot. When Phaedra come out and say she lied, then I go there.
I mean,
Hell,
Phaedra.
Carlos King ain't never came out and said, I never said that, that never happened. Hell, the
He
only person said it wasn't true was Candy.
Oh, he gonna take that to the grave. Carlos King ain't ever gonna admit that.
But what I'm saying is Cromartie, if it was a lie, I could see him not admitting the truth, but if it was a lie, he'd have been like, don't put my name in it, because you know he messy. I ain't said that. I ain't heard nothing like that. Yada yada. That ain't what happened. Nobody refuted that except Candy.
Hmm.
She the only one refuted the fact that Todd wasn't Marvin. Todd never told y'all he wasn't Marvin.
Yeah, he sure didn't. He didn't
She
say that.
was, he ain't been to New York since his mom, but I me since his mama
and
died.
and remember
Girl,
the
and I
That
don't believe that.
impersonation, Kings.
and
And we
remember,
found out he still got that condo up there. We don't know where Marvin be.
Right.
but remember the part that Candy was really mad with was not the whole, dungeon allegation. It
The
was the
drug.
drug allegation she was pissed off with.
But we
So
But what
saying we
I'm
don't believe
saying is, but
Phaedra
it
lied
wasn't
about
an
that.
allegation. The girl told her what she heard. Candy
yeah,
went and told everybody, and nobody still said it was a lie. Pop Phaedra ain't said one time I lied.
no, she did not.
She
Carlos
damn
King
sure
ain't
didn't.
came out one time and said that's a lie. I ain't never said nothing like that.
Hmm.
The only person that said it was a lie was the Billy Goat herself,
And I think
Candy.
And
Phaedra said she wouldn't change a thing either. So
That's what
yeah,
she
Yes,
said.
she did. She did.
And words mean things. And I heard all that there, what y'all heard.
and she only said it was a lie while Portia was saying it. When she came back after they found out
bullshit.
Phaedra had said it, she was
She got
sitting
quiet.
there. Yeah, she had humbled and started crying and shaking and all that type of
No,
stuff.
she never told her she was a lie. She said, "I'm sorry that I put you in it." She never
No,
No,
said
no,
it
we
was a
talking
no.
lie.
about Candy.
Candy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Candy. Oh,
Candy never
well,
told Phaedra it was. She never. And when she
She
found
never
out it was
said in
Phaedra,
Phaedra face and say, Phaedra, you lying. Cause she couldn't. And
no,
I think she didn't want her on that show because she's scared of what else Phaedra might tell because they was
yeah.
friends.
Because, like I said, the only thing Candy I remember was she was like, "Y'all know I don't do drugs. I don't mess with that." Like she was more upset of the drug allegation, not the whole thing as total. That was what Candy was more upset about.
and
Mm-hmm.
catch the fact that she didn't say y'all. She said Phaedra. You know I don't. I feel like she was dependent on Phaedra because Phaedra does know. I feel like they both know a lot about each other.
Hmm.
Yeah. But the thing is, Phaedra is still more loyal than Candy. Still. Because
Yeah.
she still ain't told none of her business. Even after you was nasty enough to have her ex storing stuff at your house.
Well, you know, you had to teach. You and all my aunties had to teach me about that because I was. I didn't get it. Y'all let me know me being a man. I didn't understand.
Yeah, we don't do
I
that. If my homegirl don't do you, nah, you met me through her. You can't come over here with that.
mm,
Matter of fact, we ain't even supposed to be on the phone longer than 3 minutes. And I'm required to let her know you called me.
and yeah, right. You're right. Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I see you there.
That's why I say Candy ain't loyal at all, but she be wanting loyalty.
Right.
That's the punchline.
Cause you know what? Even when it come to her, Marlo calling her hoe, Candy, she was the one who started bringing up people's past, and Nene was a stripper and shaking her
Yep, she
A
sure
in people's
was.
face, and Marlo was a prostitute, and
I'm tell you,
Kim had the DJ in the bed with her kids and stuff.
saying all that old crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, Marlo was going with your cousin. Was your cousin buying it too? See, that be the part. I pay attention to all the talk back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we can point to people that these other girls done laid up with. We can't point to nobody on Marlo.
You could tell they had a personal relationship on that season 4 reunion when they was going back and forth. I was like,
Yep,
Hmm.
there's something there.
yep, yeah, something there. And then like on the same token, I kind of understood Candy too with her comments about, oh, you tried to get her a show and she didn't want to get on the show. But I feel like part of her animosity toward Marlo was that she didn't like that Marlo got on that show and got friendly with Nene. That's what
Yeah,
Candy didn't like. If she'd have came on that show and tried to be sidekick to Candy, she'd have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
But she got on that show and got up underneath Nene Leaks. And that's what pissed Candy out. That's why Candy was constantly calling the girl prostitute, call girl lady of the evening, all these comments. And it's like, girl, you was doing the same stuff that she did for free.
I'm
yep.
like, why
That's
would
exactly
Marlo
what it
try to
was.
test the waters with a flop Todd production show rather than stay at the Housewives comfortably as a friend?
Right.
So
But
I
that
see
was
why
the
that show
whole
didn't work.
point. But it was like I knew you personally, but when you got on the show, you became friendly with her. You didn't get up under me. Now that's what I heard with her, because you could tell she really felt some type of way because she started doing the Billy Goat cry. But I
Hmm.
feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's what was underneath it. When she do the Billy Goat, she really mean what she's saying.
It's giving Teresa and Melissa. There's something
Yep,
personal there.
it's something personal. I think it's a lot of almost identical to the Teresa Melissa situation. Like I knew you personally, but you didn't come on the show to be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Teresa, you my sister-in-law, but you came on the show and you didn't get my permission first. So you didn't talk to me about it first. You just did it. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of vibe. Like y'all ain't no gatekeepers, man. You don't own it, baby. You just own the show. But that's really what I got
Yeah.
from it. And then it was the fact that I think the other part was Marlo wasn't even forthcoming with the fact that she knew Candy personally. She
Right.
held that.
We didn't
Candy
find that
brought it
out
out,
until
right?
many years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, many years later, it came out that she was going with your cousin.
Same thing with Portia and Block, right? It's always Candy that's throwing it out there, right?
Throwing stuff out there. And Portia didn't
Mm-hmm.
even date that man. She got seen with that dude somewhere one time. And it's like, now we going all the way there. Stop it.
Candy didn't really date him. Let him and his wife tell it.
Oh,
Well, laying and dating is two different things now.
Right.
sure is.
Now I know Shirley Murdoch sang a beautiful song about As We Lay. But just because y'all was doing the As We Lay don't mean that was your man. Clearly he wasn't. He was somebody else man. That was the much right man. You had as much right to him as anybody else. Well,
So what
nah,
else about the show?
Candy good for throwing out people's business, but when people start talking about her business, then she ready to die.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's Candy demo.
Mm-hmm. I still didn't know what to feel about this is the problem. Todd ain't had no business bringing nothing to Candy house that belonged to that man. Now that
Yep,
he wasn't cool with her friend no more.
Todd and
Todd
Impossible
ain't
should
got
never
no
be
house.
friends like
Todd
that
got a
anyway.
condo in New Jersey. He ain't got no house. So if he wanted to hold something for Apollo, he should have held it up there in New Jersey at his condo. That's where he should have held it.
yep, right. Because the way he told it, he been had that counter for how long?
Mm-hmm. And forever, ever since his last girlfriend, because they owned it together, and then she took her name off. He bought her out or whatever, and now it's just in his name. So he had that from the last relationship.
Yep,
That's what I'm saying. So if he wanted to hold Apollo stuff, he knew where he could have took it. Candy let him do that because she was all right with it because she ain't loyal
Uh-uh, uh-uh.
These
at
hoes
all.
ain't loyal.
Did you say these hoes ain't loyal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Not yes, ma'am.
Oh, that got me. Good night, kid. Listen. All right, y'all. Final thoughts on everything. What y'all think going forward? Are we gonna survive the rest of this season? Do y'all think it's gonna pick up? You know,
No, I don't think it's going to pick up. I think they're trying to recycle so much of old housewives, hoping that something will stick.
mhm.
But it gives us a reason to watch it so that way we can talk about it, how this is a hot mess and a train wreck.
Daniels. Sheesh.
Yeah,
I mean, one thing is like for example, Sonya's husband trying to be like a bootleg version of Peter Thomas.
yeah. Like, no, I'm not buying
Bootleg
it. Like,
Penelope.
Like, I need you to sit down and stay out of women's business, sir.
yeah, let the women talk. Long as ain't no man talking to her, why are you talking, sir? That was a cringe moment, even in that trailer. Like,
Mm.
women having words.
That's that stuff Christopher Williams does. I was like, okay.
Ooh, ooh, that's cold blooded. I don't know, y'all. Honestly, I hope it picks up. Just so I don't have to suffer.
Is there anybody in particular that you're rooting for, or is it all of them are just
Trash.
toss out?
Just a trash bonanza. I hope they quit picking on Drew. I hope they quit picking on her. Um, I think that's about all I got for this season. I hope we don't see the witch no more.
For
Um,
who?
yeah, what's her name?
For who?
Yeah, Fahu. I hope we don't
Fahu?
see Fahu no
Or
more.
or
Lord
forget you.
Farquhar.
Yeah, Farquhar, forget you, all the names,
Doctor Who?
all that. I hope. What else can we say? I can't say I hope Sanya shuts up because we saw in the trailer she doesn't.
No.
I hope Kenya gets drunk again.
Stays drunk.
Every day.
Yeah.
Erica Jane drunk.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I got for this one. Like, I hope Marlo stop being nasty, but I don't see no hope for that.
No, because she bring her mother to the show, so you know she's gonna get worse. So she's basically using her family to keep the peach.
Mm.
That's pretty much her MO now.
But these some
Right.
old peaches. Like, why do we even want these old peaches? These peaches is old. Like, the people who originally had the peaches and abandoned the peaches.
Naps
It's
all over them.
flies lighting on the peaches.
Hmm.
It's brown spots on the peaches. Like, it's so many reasons why these peaches just need to just can we just do away with the peaches?
Mm-mm-mm.
Like I said, if there's no season 15, I don't think anybody's actually gonna feel sad. I mean, there's no one on the show that we're rooting for. There's no like, hey, this is the point we're standing for. It's like it's a bunch of. I mean, no one. I don't care about any of their storyline. I don't care about any of them.
They need
Me
a soft
either.
reset. A soft reset. Or maybe a hard reset. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
how about don't even reset it? Just pull the plug and plug in your phone to charge it up.
yeah.
Like, take
Right.
it off life support.
But I'm sure you can find a whole different group of powerful black women in Atlanta that you can film around. It doesn't have
But
to
see,
be
that
Candy, Nene, and
the
all that
But you're
shit.
not.
problem. But the
There's
problem with
somebody.
Atlanta is that there are a lot of powerful black women in Atlanta, but they don't want to do the show for the right reasons. Why would you want to do the show? And
True.
it's the problem with the franchise. It's over.
Allie, what happened to your sound?
I don't know.
Well,
It
you
sound
good
like you
now.
fell. It sound like you fell off that chair like Kenya. You over there drinking? Allie, you drinking?
So, but I'm just saying, like, Atlanta's has always been a problem. Like, you hardly can find anybody that wants to do the show. And at this point, like I said, there's so many shows in Atlanta, you could actually get rid of the show and no one's gonna miss it.
See, this is the thing too. I think it's the biggest issue is not only just not finding ladies that want to do the show.
Hmm.
The biggest issue is it's very difficult to get lightning to strike in the same place twice.
Hmm.
Some things, especially when it's organic, you had the original cast, which were people who were already friends, frenemies, or somewhat in the same social circle.
Right.
Once you lose that element and you start bringing in people who don't know each other, They got to get to know each other. It's no longer the same formula. It went from Housewives to the Real World. Y'all remember the Real World? We got
Mm-hmm.
8 strangers,
Living.
and you put them in. That's what you got now. You got the Real
Right.
World Road Rules Challenge, complete with the naked people humping around, coochie smoke, all kind of bizarre stuff that ain't got nothing to do with being a housewife.
That is so true. Ain't nothing to
Mm-hmm.
do with being a housewife.
Nothing. This is road rules in real world. This is a MTV reality show at this point. This is Jersey Shore meets Love and Hip Hop.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what this is. It's embarrassing.
Like second season, third season Jersey Shore. So they kind of
Yep.
know each other, but they don't really know each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we got. That's what we got. The girls that spending money don't even spend the money on camera no more.
Mm-mm.
And they're low key trying to shame them for talking about the money. Hell, we came here to see black folks with money. That's why we started watching these black ladies. And you got people like Nene, they down to earth and they spending money and talking about money. It was nice. It was exciting. It was fun. They're not going to be able to recreate this formula again. At a certain point, you have to know when to walk out of the ring. Don't fight past your prime. This show was groundbreaking. This show opened up a lot of doors for other reality shows in
It did.
Atlanta and other black reality shows that probably would have never happened if a Housewives of Atlanta never happened. But now that you've had your moment, you have become a part of black pop culture in this country. And internationally, because people in other countries are watching these shows and they can quote the quotables as good as we can. So it's like you have had your moment in time. You are a permanent piece of black pop culture iconography. It's
Mm-hmm.
time to close the door before you turn it into the universal circus. Like this is turning into a circus. You went from being iconic to ironic and clownish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Mm.
why I
It's better to end it before you completely ruin your legacy.
yeah.
And these clear people don't care nothing about that. As long as they can get people to come there and clown, they gonna do it. But y'all, like in my opinion, I'm like, it's the party's over. The lights are on. The DJ is putting up his equipment. The bartender is in his car. The party's over.
All right.
For
Stepping
real.
fetch at this point.
Yeah, this at this point, we're basically laughing at the fights in the parking lot after the club is over, after the club closed. There's nothing left.
Cause you
Right.
remember
Because
back in the
with this.
day, it was, you had those quotable moments from episodes. You can't really. What can you quote from it other than only thing I can remember is Kid gets screaming, "I got a moment," and that's because it happened tonight, and it's our tagline.
I can't think of anything to quote this season.
Man, there was no quotables.
Exactly. Exactly. It's over.
It's over.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the show is over. The show is over. Say goodbye. Ain't that what Madonna said? She want to be legendary in our community, so let's give her one. The show is over. Say goodbye.
Yeah, and
Let's let it go.
about that, they producing themselves. It's getting to the point where you sit there and you have to question, well, is this even real? Does this really even happen?
Right?
Is this
Are you
really what's
really?
going
Are
on?
you even really
No, of
mad
course
at
not.
each other?
So like in the first 5 minutes when Sheree's daughter had that breaking news, I said, did that really happen at that moment?
Yeah, because her face wasn't even selling it.
Nah,
But
not at all.
this the thing: if y'all faking stuff and you're not good actresses, like, can you let something happen organically? When they dislike each other on social media, it's a lot more entertaining
Hmm.
It is.
because somebody be done really got pissed off.
All that
I'm,
stuff, all that stuff
I'm
Candace was doing last year, that was entertaining as hell.
it was part of me, and y'all don't kill me for this. Part of me is kind of okay with Marlo being so terrible because she almost provokes them into being real.
Mm-hmm.
Because she pissed them people off for real with her mouth and her foolishness.
Yeah, she can literally just say spout lies and they can get them rallied up to say some
Yeah,
crazy
just
stuff.
say a
Yeah.
bunch of nasty insults, just like it's almost worth it to see her be just horrible. because it provokes some sort of genuine interaction.
You know what y'all just make me think of, about
Like Teresa.
produced stuff on the show. You remember the very first episode when Drew and Sheree was sitting next to each other at Marlo's whatever,
Her event,
at,
yeah.
at her event.
Event.
They Drew leaned over to Sheree and said, "We got a lot of people in common." It was acting like she was about to get into the Anthony comment, and then it just so happened at that moment, Marlo walked out, so it cut the conversation short, and that was supposed to be like the reason why she didn't come to Sheree about what the assistant was saying about her
Hmm.
directly. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what is the chances that in the midst of that conversation, Marlo would just walk out in the event would all of a sudden just start.
Right.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem real contrived.
It's also
Or Drew leaving her phone at the thing and Sheree ending up with it, and then Kenya and Sheree having the whole conversation about the assistant and all that.
the assistant in general was led me to believe it was produced because he was on Basketball Wives acting a fool. So I said, okay, this is some produced stuff.
Right,
Is that the
right.
one who was telling people that Malaysia
Mm-hmm. Kids were
children
dirty.
was dirty?
Yep.
This little boy messy.
Exactly. So I just it was all produced to me.
Yeah.
I don't know now that right there, I don't know if that part was produced.
Or
And the
he,
reason I say that because Malaysia was pissed off in real life about that boy saying a church was dirty.
oh, the way she was shuffling around that empty skating rink looking for
Acting like she wanted it with Jackie. When
Yeah, I
in
don't think that
reality,
was produced.
if she'd have ever caught up with Jackie Christie, she'd have got thrashed. Like
and did.
But she really was mad. She was mad about that boy calling her children dirty. So that's why I say now wait.
That one wasn't produced.
That wasn't produced at
But
all.
I
And
think
I
he
feel
working
like
over here.
that little boy is messy and trifling in real life.
Oh yeah, I think he's producing himself, and they all just falling for it. That's what
Oh,
happened.
you think
That
he's
I do believe.
self-producing?
Yeah,
But
I believe that. I think maybe he trying to make a name for himself by being
Mm-hmm.
messy as hell.
And Drew
what are
Because
you
if
hates
getting?
you
him.
remember he sat on the phone with them on speaker and just saying all this stuff about Malaysia. Like you track them down in inboxes to find somebody who knew her so you could say something dirty about this girl. That's why I say, oh no, he's not being produced. He is messy and trifling.
He
Yep,
You
is a
remember how they
exactly.
went
producer.
on Basketball Wives? How he was in the inbox, I think it was the Facebook Messenger inboxes, trying to get the people. Like, let me find somebody who know her, somebody on that show, so I can tell them about she over here and she was, she living bad, she broke, her children dirty. I was like, oh my
Did they
god,
even show his face? I can't remember. I think he was doing all that messiness without even showing his face.
Yeah, I
never
don't think
showed
they
his
showed
face,
his
but he was
face.
straight dirty. Yes, I remember how she put her hands on Laura Govan, but Laura Govan
Logo
ain't no
Van ain't
fighter.
nobody.
Yeah, Laura ain't nobody. Running up on
Well,
Jackie would be a whole problem. Better eat your Wheaties.
remember the poor lady when Jackie's dress was too tight? She ran out the room and knocked the little assistant down, trampled over the.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm. But
the
that little boy,
basketball wives
he's
are
a
one of the
problem.
same thing. Too.
PS4L PS4L say Anthony want his moments. I think Anthony trying to become like social media famous, or maybe he just trying to make a name for himself by causing a bunch of crap on different reality shows because he caused a lot of mess. You saw how he threw that hand grenade over there on Basketball Wives and had all them arguing and fussing and going off. Then he throw this hand grenade over here. Sheree still owe me some money. I believe him now, but he didn't have to tell Drew that he could have took her to small claims court like the subcontractors did. You ain't had to go tell that girl that and put that out there.
So,
He
so you
messy.
you think he messy, but you don't think he necessarily a liar when it come to Sheree.
No,
or
because y'all know
Malaysia.
Sheree don't like to pay people now. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
Now I do believe Malaysia's kids were dirty because I ain't never seen Malaysia with them kids.
Oh Lord.
I don't believe her children dirty now. I ain't gonna go there.
Oh
I, ain't
Lord.
gonna, I don't believe that about her. Cause every time I see Malaysia, she clean, and I don't want to believe she taking baths and getting spotty and
Well, she
leaving
got
her
so
children
mad
dirty.
now. I just laugh it off. If my kids are cleaning and somebody saying they did, I laugh. She got real upset.
That's cause you're not a mama.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, give birth once or twice and let somebody come tell you your children dirty
Oh, I can't
and
do
see
that.
what happens. Nobody bet not have never told me my children was dirty. We'd have been out
Nope.
there fighting. We'd have been we'd have
Those
been
fighting words.
we'd have been ripping out weave tracks, throwing shoes, earrings, would have been all that, everything.
Okay, yeah. Let another person. I can see it. Let another person call your kids dirty. Okay, and they're right there too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Child, I don't understand it. Yeah, but this little boy messing, he trifling. He didn't have to tell that on Sheree. He ain't have to do none of that. And then they were saying that he was the one starting the room about Drew's husband, but I don't know that because I had been hearing that rumor about him for a long time.
I
That
bel
wasn't no
yeah,
new rumor.
A
yeah. That
rumor?
rumor was around since the last season,
Thank you.
You too,
especially
And,
when
Esther
they ate
and
down
Marty?
to
I
Tampa
guess
for
I'm the
three
only
days.
one.
but not even no ma'am, before the season even started, that rumor was out, ma'am. Oh yes. My ear stay to Mama Joyce's streets. I be hearing. And them people had the rumors out in the city of Atlanta that he was over there to the swinging Richards. Okay. Now, I don't know why he was to the swinging Richards, but that's what they say he was.
Rocking
That's
them
probably
mic.
where he was for them 3 days and say he was in Tampa.
I
Rafiana.
don't know.
No, he
I
might have been
don't
in
know.
Tampa too.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Oh yes, we did PS4L. We sure did.
Yeah, we talked about Sheree with that fake crying and that messy French braid. I didn't understand why she did none of that. Hey,
I
May,
stopped what I was doing to laugh. It was so bad. I said, Sheree, what?
I had to
I
snap my head up. I had looked away from the screen and I heard her. And I looked, I said, oh, hell no. It was so fake. It was so fake.
And long, fake and long.
I had another say,
Yeah.
I felt emotionally like robbed, like the victims. I said, Sheree, don't do that, man.
Right,
thought I thought
but
it
he
was
wasn't a scammer.
I thought it was only me because I'm looking at her hair, I'm looking at her fashion. I'm like, Sheree, you're supposed to be this fashion designer, and you look terrible. I just think,
Maybe it's like the hairdressers back in the day. All the best hairdressers had on a real bad wig that had lint in it and dust. So maybe that's what she going for. Like I'm the
but,
fashion designer, but I can't bother to get dressed. Maybe
but
that's her
but
gas.
see, I would give you that. But see, the real good hairdresser actually has clientele, and we're working. What is Sheree doing?
She working on the clientele now. She working.
What
He's
we
working
not
on the
Listen, the
website. It takes
clientele
time.
is coming spring, summer, fall.
No, no. What we're not doing, she's still diluting this lie, this fantasy of a fashion line that's never going to happen. It's
maybe maybe she'll launch it at the after the finale. I'm trying to give us. I'm trying to hold out some hope for her.
Yeah, we trying now. I mean, at this point, I feel bad laughing at She by Sheree.
But if she don't do it this year, I don't want her to talk about it no more. Just if the show lasts for 15 seasons and then you come back, just say you're done with She by Sheree. That's not what
I
God
wish
wants
she
you to
just
do.
would quit mentioning it. It's one of them things like just stop talking about it.
And
yeah.
Well, it's
tell
already been
Andy I don't
confirmed.
have nothing to
Well,
do.
I mean, I
It's a fashion show,
thought it
right?
was the plan to not talk about it, but then Tyrone threw a monkey wrench in the plan and said he didn't want to be on the show, so she had no choice but to fall back with She by Sheree.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That
Are we
makes
are we blaming Tyrone for this?
No, we're blaming her still because she was hoping that Tyrone was going to help her out, but then Tyrone was like, "No, that
I
was
feel
not
like
part of the
she
deal."
I feel like she knew what it was with Tyrone when
Yeah, I
this
feel like that
started.
too. I agree.
She knew he wasn't gonna be there when she went to Philadelphia. So that was all for the show.
Didn't he sign a cease and desist to have them people? I heard.
Yeah, he
Interesting.
did. Because on that episode when she was waiting for him, the producer said we had something from his lawyer, not his PO, his lawyer, and that was the cease and desist letter.
And see, but not okay. I'm asking about that because I kept hearing there was a cease and desist, right?
Mm-hmm,
That he didn't want to be shown. But
mm-hmm.
we just saw on the on the mid-season trailer that he's gonna show up and show up on camera. So
So
was
did he
it that
lose the
he just
hits?
couldn't show up while he was still on paper, or what was it? That's what I'm saying. Like I need clarity.
I
That's
believe
my
he
My
was waiting.
my
He was waiting on
my
some paper.
theory is that maybe Sheree promised to pay him, and Sheree don't like to pay anybody, and then
He got
Tyrone
paid.
got pissed and said, "I don't
ah
want to be on the show," and Sheree got desperate and said, "Here, it's a few $1,000s. Please, at least come for the last episode." That's the only thing that makes sense.
okay. Y'all, hold on. There go my dog, Fatty Back Soup. I'm so glad you back.
Oh,
Thank you for the super
that's
chat.
what's
Fatty
up.
Back Soup say, "Hey sugar, it's been a minute. COVID ain't no joke, but we all good here finally. I miss you and love you, and I'm back. I'm so glad you're back. I miss you. That's my partner right there. But go ahead, Ellie.
Your
Huh?
theory. Did you finish your theory?
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. He thought he was going to get money to be on the show. Sheree wasn't going to pay him. He said, "Okay, I'm not going to be on the show." And then Sheree got desperate and paid him, and that's why he's on the show for that last episode. I mean, why else would Tyrone be there?
And you're saying because it's confirmed as a fashion show for She by Sheree, right?
It is a
Yes.
fashion show,
But the
Hmm.
website ain't showing up nothing right now, right?
right?
It's a collage of photoshops of nice pictures of Sheree, so she looks fabulous in it. I have to give her that. But there's no
No
product,
items.
no
There's no items you can
information,
buy.
So
nothing.
so yeah,
Nothing.
if she, I could see that being like a stopgap because Tyrone wasn't acting up or whatever. So she put it on that fashion show at the last minute. That's kind of crazy.
But from what I heard, the show paid for that fashion show.
They did.
Yes.
They sure
But
did.
is she gonna sell the items on the? That's what I want to know. Are the
I don't
items
think
gonna
But
be
she. I
you,
don't think there
that's
are
what I'm
items. I
saying.
think
Because
that should.
you would think she would have the items she had in the fashion show on the website for you to buy.
unless she's
There's
waiting for the show
nothing
to air?
there.
Well, I mean, I understand that it might not work that quick.
Maybe yeah,
Let's
she
wait
could be
and
waiting.
see after the season finale if she go ahead and launch, because what you see on the runway are samples.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Those are samples.
Now,
So we don't know whether she's had those items mass produced or produced enough that she can offer them on the site yet. So maybe let's cross our fingers that she's actually having these items constructed.
Okay, she's
hopefully,
just waiting on the
because
bubble
mind you,
sets.
keep in mind the
Yeah,
show
Hmm.
yeah,
been
because you gotta pay your tailors. Ain't
yeah.
nobody. Let me just say this. Speaking for all the tailors in the chat and across America, you gotta pay us,
Mm,
and we will hold your items until that check clear.
okay.
I'm real petty. I will hold every single freaking thread. You won't get a zipper until the check clear.
Okay. I
So
just hope it wasn't a
she
hostess
might have
stunt.
contracted with them people to produce those items, but unless she cut that check, okay.
And keep in mind the show. It's been how long since the show stopped being filmed? It's been like what, over 6 months now.
Yeah,
Right.
but
But
maybe
some
she waiting for the season finale for the show to wrap, and then
yes.
she gonna try to maybe I'm stretching now. I'm about to dislocate my shoulder.
Like I
Maybe
mean, I
maybe she
I
waiting for the season finale and the reunion so she can kind of like flow off of the momentum of that, like build up off of that momentum and maybe get a couple sales. I'm reaching
Right.
hard. Y'all
Like
help
when
me
people
reach.
drop a song, you gotta
we'll
wait till
we'll,
it
we'll
airs.
see.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Hmm.
it is.
Okay.
We'll see.
All I'm gonna
But
say
but
is
but
people
I still
when it
but you
comes
make a
to
good
fashion, people have to be paid.
yeah,
I
you make
don't
a
know
good
if
point.
people really realize how many people have to be paid when it comes to fashion, but people have to be paid.
So
Okay,
you
the
make a
people
good
that you're
point.
getting your fabric from, they got to be paid. Your tailors have to be paid. Anybody who's helping you design, they got to be paid. Your models got to be paid.
Hmm.
Everybody got to be paid. And
And we
Sheree
know
don't like to pay
Sheree
people.
don't pay people. She don't like to pay people.
So I mean, I'm just saying.
How
I'm wondering.
how many of the Atlanta housewives own clothing boutiques? I know Nene has one, right?
Then
Nene
she
closed that boutique during the
yeah, she
Oh,
pandemic.
closed. She's online only.
it's
Um,
online. Okay.
I
Like
think
why
you
haven't they
said Atlanta
collaborated?
Housewives. You said Atlanta Housewives or Housewives
Yeah,
in
Atlanta
general.
Atlanta housewives. Because if I was Sheree, I would try to collaborate with them to
There
have
ain't
my.
nobody finna collaborate with Sheree. Sheree bad with money. The hell? Ain't nobody offering to collaborate with her.
I'm trying to give her a bone, Seanitra.
Ain't nobody finna give her no bones.
No,
Hell
Sheree
no.
had
She gonna
14
carry
years
that
to
bone.
get it
Let me tell
together.
you something. I ain't even got that kind of bread, and I wouldn't collaborate with Sheree. Hell no.
Sheree had 14 years to get it together, and I'm
Listen here.
sorry. There's
Look,
enough
it ain't
Not
talented
even
even
who gonna
just
check me
about the
people
boutique
in
shirts.
14
Atlanta
years.
for Sheree
It,
to get it to be done.
but for me,
And
this ain't even about no 14 years with them goddamn clothes, them joggers. The bottom line is this heifer bad with money. And it took her forever to get the house done. It turned to Neverland. She finally got the basement finished. She wasn't paying the people. They done put a lien on the property. Look, the girl bad with money. I wouldn't work with her.
It's under her mama's name too, ain't it?
Thank you. That's Miss Thelma House. And at the end of the day, me, myself, personally, I ain't got nowhere near the amount of money these girls getting on their show, and I wouldn't work with Sheree. We'll end up out there slap boxing in the Walmart parking lot behind my
But Seanitra,
Hell
not even for
no.
check me boo t-shirts. You wouldn't sell no check
Hell
me boo.
no. Nothing.
nope, nope.
Nothing. Nothing. I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't work with Sheree on a church bake sale.
but
I
but
wouldn't work with Sheree on the pastor's aid committee. I
but
wouldn't
she
work with
can plan
Sheree
your
on
event,
nothing.
right? She can plan your event.
Yeah, she could plan the pretty hat tea for the pastor's aid committee, but she can't get on the committee.
See, but y'all giving her this event planning thing. She plans her events good.
I
I,
believe
b-
she could plan any event. I'm gonna give her that.
but you gonna pay her after work.
Yeah, once she get everything done, then she can come
Okay,
see.
okay. Well, you know how to work it then, because I was about to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
because you have misappropriated funds and
It's just
everything.
like when you do business with a crackhead. It's just like when you do business with a crackhead.
Oh
Back
no.
home, we had a crackhead, and I ain't gonna say her name in case somebody back home watching. They ain't gonna say I was talking about nobody. But she stayed in Parkside Projects, and she braided hair real good. It was perfect. It was fast, but you couldn't pay her ahead of time, so you couldn't even give her half of her money.
Not even
Cause she'll
half.
be like, "I'll be right back," and you'll be sitting there 4 hours, and your hair would never get finished. So you would just have to like
Not a
hold
smoke
money,
break during that.
show it to her, and like hold it, and she'd braid real quick so she could go get high. That's how I would handle Sheree. I wouldn't pay her ahead of time because you bad with the money. Mm-mm.
You got to put the bill on a fishing rod up to Sheree first, and then reel it back before she can.
Look, whatever you need for the event, I'll just buy it and give it to you, and then we'll pay you. Because I'm not gonna give you the money to pay no vendors. I'll pay the vendors, and when you finish, then I'll pay you. Uh-uh. Talking about she need to collaborate with who? Who finna let Sheree mess up their money? Nah, we good.
I was just trying to help her out.
We done gave that money to
I mean, that
Lyrone
was
or somebody else.
again. If that was the case, it could have been done a long time ago. They know she's bad with money. That's why they never did it.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
They
no.
know she don't like to pay people. That's why they never did it.
But have any of them ever collaborated in businesses?
No, that's a
No.
bad move. That's how you keep, being all right with people.
Well,
Don't involve
Kenya and
them in
Phaedra
your
tried.
business.
Kenya and
And
Phaedra
all
tried.
All their business, they can't. None of their businesses mix. What, a sex dungeon that sells hair?
Well, Kenya's a
Now that
producer.
could
She
work, this Marley tried and stepped. That could work. I could see that working. I could see that working. Look
Kenya's a
here, and
producer.
Portia sells sheets too.
True.
Portia
Oh
could have
yeah.
supplied all the sheets for the nasty dungeon and wigs for the girls who got their wigs snatched off or messed up with lube or something.
Use
Cynthia got the wine.
use
Yeah,
Kenya's
Cynthia
hair
get them
care as
drunk before
lube.
they get in there to the nasty dungeon.
Kenya got water for him in her bottles.
That's
Yeah,
lube
she
right
give them
there.
something to drink, wash off. You can rinse off with it.
No, yeah, she got to give you a little give you a little water if you get parched.
And when you leave, if you hungry enough, you can eat some of that dry chicken from OLG.
No.
I'll skip that. I don't feel for no salmonella on the side.
Discombobulated. Oh my goodness, I haven't heard that word in a minute.
Ever since she didn't get that 7-figure settlement she thought she was getting from Bob.
That's
Yo, Bob is crazy. Lord, Sheree done had too many seasons for us to see her today. I'm through. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of seeing her, but I want her to get her check though. Get your check, girl. Say she the type to put something on it
that's
instead of
true.
paying in full. Yep, yep. And then the vendors come calling you like, ma'am, nobody
Yeah, I
paid
got
for
five
the
on it.
catering. Sheree put something on the catering. Yeah, yeah. Candy would never collaborate with Sheree. No. Candy like her money, baby. She ain't finna let you mess it up. Not she by never.
She can't play.
Facts. That is such facts.
So what event had she planned? The fashion show was say years ago was planned by Dwight, and the first one was dreadful. She planned her housewarming. It was wonderful. The one she did the night was nice. The party that she did, when she got what was it, her divorce party or whatever it was, that was nice.
Hmm.
Sheree like nice stuff. Sheree like to be grand now.
Her housewarming. I mean, she had two housewarmers on the show.
Yes, she did.
She did, but the one at the chateau where she had on that jumpsuit from Fashion Nova, that was a real nice
Mm.
housewarming. That one was real nice.
Jumps fashion no.
She had on that Fashion Nova jumpsuit.
Fashion Nova.
It looked good on her, but
See, and
that's what it was.
anytime she doesn't plan her events and she tries to let somebody else plan them, they always go awry.
Chaos.
Hmm.
That's why I say that's her strength right there. I want her to leave fashion alone.
Yeah,
Let the
she could have
fashion.
planned a little Brooklyn tea party, and yeah, that would have been a nice little thing
It
for her.
would have came out real nice. I'm sure they wouldn't have ended up at the table talking about X-rated secrets.
Yeah, rocking mics and stuff.
There you
Yeah.
go. She got champagne taste on a beer budget. Nah, she got champagne taste on her mama's budget. Cause her mama got that bread that they did. You just need the whole museum tours at Chateau Thelma. I'm through.
That might work.
That might work. Yeah,
Throw
Fat
parties.
Fruit, the nasty dungeon.
Airbnb.
Yes, absolutely. Cause that house is pretty. You can't take that from her. That basement is bad to the bone too. That's why I
Yep.
say Sheree got bomb taste.
Hmm.
And I think that's what holds her up is that she always wants to go so grand. Everything got to be grand. That's what
That's
it.
that's what happened. Like, because when Dwight was helping her and saying, "Oh, okay, this is what you needed to do," she was like, "No, I want to be in Paris and New York." And Dwight's like, "You're just starting out. You need to start like with everybody else." But
She got to be grand.
gotta be
She has a
grand.
high
Oh,
self
she was
opinion.
full of it. The first two seasons of Housewives, she was so full of herself. I was like, oh
Yep,
wow.
Because she swore she was gonna get that 7-figure
Wearing
settlement.
them dresses with the jeans underneath.
yep, yep, yep. Deborah. You forgot. I don't forget. I
Oh,
don't forget much. I didn't forget much. I remember, girl. But that's why I say, I think what helped Sheree humble down was being in the public eye and people really knowing a little too much about her business.
all right.
But she still like to be grand. She really do. But listen, y'all, I love y'all in real life. But we've been on here for three
Mm-hmm.
hours.
It's my lunch break now.
Yeah. You on lunch break?
Well, no, I'm off today, so I'm glad I was off because I was able to catch the live. So, but right now,
Okay.
technically, it'd be my lunch break.
Well,
So I'm
I'm
about to go
glad.
eat.
I'm glad we got to hang out tonight. Man, I needed this. I needed it so bad. Y'all don't know. Y'all are my therapy. To be able to sit up and laugh and talk trash and watch shows and talk about what we thought about the shows, like that's literally y'all are my therapy for real.
Yeah, for you, because when you talk, I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one who thought that. Okay, good. I'm
Yes.
not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I get when I talk to y'all too, because it's like um transparent moment. I spent a lot of my life thinking I was crazy, you know. So it's like when you can talk and you see even if they do, put me on Reading Rainbow, I still get to see somebody else think what I'm thinking. Like I ain't
Hmm.
tripping.
Right.
So that's real good therapy to be able to just get it out. And like, did y'all see that crap? Like, I can't wait till tomorrow because we're gonna talk about P Valley because I watched it yesterday. Good boy made me watch it on the app, so I saw it a day early. Y'all, we got to talk about that. Like, that episode messed me up. If y'all seen it already, don't say nothing in the chat. But that thing, like, don't. What I say this, don't do no spoilers. But that thing messed me up. Like, messed me up. And so we got to talk about that tomorrow. I just
What time are you gonna live for that?
well, that's gonna be in the evening. What time you get off work? Let's work from there. What time you off work?
Oh, it depends. 3 a.m., 4 a.m., maybe 5 a.m.
Have mercy. Yeah, I'm not going
Mm.
on that late at night now. No, I be
I
awake.
go in at 7:30 p.m. So that's when I go in.
Ah,
And I stay in North Carolina, so I don't know what time zone, what Pacific time zone.
yeah, you 1 hour ahead of me, so 7:30. So that's 6:30 my time. I'm in Texas. Okay, dang,
But I mean, even if I'm at work, I'll pop up in the chat.
that's what's up. Okay, good. Yeah, because that's gonna be evening. That way everybody be off work. Everybody got their food, their snacks, their drinks, so we can sit down and talk. Because that right there, this episode messed me up. Y'all got to go watch it tonight. Matter of fact, you better get on up off of here because I know it's about to come on Stars for the rerun. And I'm going to let y'all go. But before you go, I just got to tell you, thank y'all for coming to hang out and talk with me. Thank you to
Great
everybody in the chat. I love y'all so much. And thank y'all for helping me keep my brain stable, even though I wasn't feeling real stable. I appreciate y'all. For real, for real. And hit that like button too, man. Don't do me wrong. Y'all get a girl a thumbs up. Show them the thumb again, Escra Marty. The thumb. Give me the thumb. Don't give me the finger. Give me the thumb. I appreciate y'all. Ali, King Sankar, Escro Marty. Y'all my favorite family members right now. I appreciate you
And King,
guys.
you was born on November 17th.
1990.
We are okay. Saying that's crazy.
Oh, that means both of y'all mama was hearing It's a Boy at the same time. That's so cute. Y'all twins. Okay. I like that. I like that. All right, fam. Well, I'm finna go. Y'all get some rest. Hit the like button. If you ain't subscribed and you listening, man, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you click all so you know every time we go live on this porch. I truly appreciate you in my heart of hearts. And we will talk again tomorrow, more than likely during our updates. And we'll be back to talk about P Valley. Y'all have a good night. Say your prayers. Sweet dreams. Bye, y'all.